Start streaming. Alrighty. Okay. Toss that over here, and toss that over there, and we will do this
Light it
stuff.
all on fire.
I do. I will let it all on fire. Okay, so we do have an adventure tonight. Huzzah! Before we get in it, most of you have kind of met each other, but we haven't all been in the same room before, so perhaps you've met serendipitously. I'll go ahead and introduce everybody who has not. Oh, we just lost somebody from Roll20. Wines and Corbu and Ashtar are part of the Radio Free Demist group that ran in one of the previous tests involving a space station, a bioprobe, and an errant forklift. Fox is actually from the Roleplay Roulette team who did a review on HSD1 a while back, and were kind enough to engage in that same playtest with his own team. So both of you have actually gone through that same playtest with that same rule set at a similar point in time. So you'll both be looking at this the kind of changes here from that same standpoint. So, and you had pretty similar results, if I recall correctly.
Really?
I think
They were that fabulous?
it was sort of. I don't think they had quite the standoff in the room that you guys had, where you got out of there with like one person intact. I think theirs was a little closer to a what could be considered a victory as opposed to limping home. However, they didn't get a chance to do that beautiful solo at the end to try to keep the creature contained. So.
A winged fox was totally fine.
They did not have the benefit of somebody who was a trained performer to sing the creature to sleep. So sadly, that one didn't quite go the same way.
I think we just threw it out an airlock.
I'm pretty sure that was essentially it. They got to the nearest airlock and shoved it out there, and the TTI ship picked it up. But either way, it was a victory. So today we will start off. I don't expect this to be particularly a long thing. It's kind of a quick adventure. We might get through it tonight. It might take 2 sessions. We will kind of see as it goes. It will begin with a somewhat contrived contract because honestly, the story that I wrote for us to play around with today doesn't involve any combat, but we need to do combat for the sake of testing, so we will open with it, and then we will move on to the actual kind of play little story thing and goof around with stuff. Before we do, really quick though, let's find out who we have and what they do.
Okay, I'm playing Rowan Kalish. I'm a 3'5" little husky guy, and I'm a hacker / media producer.
In that order?
I could be a media producer / hacker. I don't know.
It just depends on which one's paying the bills that week.
And I'm a really terrible pilot.
Fair enough. Who else we got?
Well, my character is Tendachi. She's ex-RPF, now TV sports star. Well, not TV, but whatever. Basically a pushy hyena jock.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to be playing Alphonse Omega, ex-Pulse star on the rocket sled racing circuit, who got a little bit too radical and caused a crash that resulted in the tragic death of several spectators and other competitors. So he now tries to live quietly in the IRPF. He feels he can't do any more damage and doesn't and tries to convince everybody about the dangers of not following the rules, shirking regulations.
This is the guy that shows up in all the after-school specials.
Yeah.
The new Scott Baio. Alright, Ashtar?
I am playing Dr. Ashtar Euphorian, another ex-Pulse contributor that was a little bit more on the stealthy takedowns, now Progendis and a recognized doctor. Totally helpless at piloting, though.
I have noticed, for whatever reason, it's just a thing that comes out of the groups that I've looked into, that X-Pulse is a very popular thing. Never like current Pulse. Always like, I used to be Pulse, but then shit went wrong.
Well, really, why would you be doing
It could be, you know, a exhibition, Ken.
Like, I could have been a contender.
Also, I'd
my
like
way
to
to
point out,
stardom.
the last game with the lobster, or the
Yeah, we did have 2 active people in that one.
Yeah, 2 active people that were actively Pulse, and it had its own magicalness to it about them constantly buy my swag and hashtag IROC kind
Yeah.
of stuff going
That's
on.
pretty good.
Smile for the camera. It was awesome.
We have a lot of IRPF this time around, was actually convenient because that was kind of how I was standing up. All right, Sam, your character.
Oh, I'm playing Kiss Giles. She is IRPF through and through. She was born into it, raised, and continues to be so. She was formerly part of a mercenary group called Second Star Security. That was run by her father, and since he is no longer involved, she is out doing mercenary work on her own.
Okay. All right, so we have a whole lot of IRPF background with some flavor replaced done from other stuff. Sounds like we have a few people who don't fly ships very well, a few people that do some medicine, and a bunch of other talents go too, which is actually convenient because this is more or less where I thought we were. Before I kind of begin and tweak any final numbers that I have to tweak in order to make this kind of work out, does anybody like repair things? Anybody with engineering by chance?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
I've got
real
that.
bad at that.
I repair people.
I don't science good.
Don't science good. Okay. I think Fox had some piloting, yes?
I sabotage good.
Sorry, I just shoved chicken in my mouth when you asked.
That's racist.
Sorry, I just. Oh no. Sorry, I just got home from work.
That's fine.
I have lots of piloting.
Okay.
Like,
So
I am the pilotist.
some there and some other stuff. All right, we'll work out the rest of it kind of as we go. All right. So for the kind of introduction to this part over here, I'm going to say who of you is actively working with the IRPF right now? I know Kist is. The rest of you I thought were kind of independent at the moment, right?
I can be
About right.
either. I am whichever is most story convenient.
Okay. Lines you were saying?
Yeah, currently independent.
Okay, so that bunch of group is too. I think for the sake of, yeah, we're gonna say that the four of you are on the kind of independent contractor side at the moment. Sans character Kist is actually working for this precinct. I know it says classroom on the thing there. It's just because I cobbled this map together from a whole bunch of assets from Roll20 to see what I can do with them. But this is actually going to be an IRPF precinct in a town. That you are currently in. So this is the kind of the headquarters / all sorts of various other goings on. Not huge. Has several stories tall. Most of the other stories are more or less like this one in their overall layout. Off to the side, you guys were recently brought in as a kind of quick for hire because you were looking for general work to just put some money in your pockets before you go off to do the next thing. Had your resumes out there and had made connections with the local IRPF because several of you have old ties just with IRPF in general, so it's a good idea to go down and see who's running things on the off chance that you might need to pull in a favor or hopefully not get in trouble for doing something wrong. And you were invited to participate in kind of a training exercise for new recruits. They've got a whole bunch of raw recruits that need to do some exercises using simulated fire and just squad building and playing around with how to behave and how to work together in combat situation. They're like, okay, well, you guys have actual combat experience. It's great. We like to bring other people in for this. It means that they're not all playing with the same training. So you want to come in and grab some laser tag guns and have a good time for a little while.
Woohoo!
And they basically toss that at you as an in to kind of get you around. The day rolled around to have this little exercise, and you were issued a kind of squad leader who was actually working at the precinct themselves. And she will come out to meet the rest of you, and this will be the first time that you're meeting her. Let's get some icons to represent people on the front here.
You better have some laser tag swords out here, or else I'm using mine.
They have only the best in laser tag technology. It has enhanced so much over the years. Can't even believe how great the laser tag has gotten. What do I need? I just need people.
Yeah, when they hit you with the laser tag sword, it's like they actually hit you with a sword. It's
It's really, really enhanced. What do we have for species?
bleeding and everything.
Also works on pinatas.
Dog.
Here, I'm gonna use this. Guess we had it last time. I'm gonna use. Do I have dog? Where did all the NPCs go?
I guess.
I sent you a file of them.
Oh, that would have been useful if I had uploaded them. I keep thinking that they share between
Drag and
games.
drop them.
What the crap?
Let's make this one. Click, controlled by players. There you go. Controlled by all players. Changes. Okay, those should be controllable now. Here we go. We have a Fox character. Controlled by all players. Save. What am I missing? I need somebody for Corbu's character.
I have the little husky icon that's my icon.
You are now that.
Yay.
Adorable.
I think there's a fluffy dog that if you scroll down a little bit from where you are.
That dog is already pretty fluffy.
There we go. Perfect. All right. Makeshift icons are go. Okay, so you come out near the front. Sam's character, in the meantime, Kist, you were briefed as this began. You knew that this operation was coming and that you were bringing in new people. You've had a chance to kind of look over the resumes a little bit. They are a little cloudy, but more or less pass current standards. Now, in fairness, I don't know what has happened in the past with these characters in Ashtar's game, but I assume certain things have blown up in their presence. Yeah, as is often the case with a player character.
A couple
Their presence was
misdemeanors
usually the
here,
catalyst of things
disruption,
blowing up.
disruption and destruction of public property,
Yeah.
but all within the norms of various contracts that they may have.
They are currently legal, which is all that really matters. They've passed current checks to participate in this route, and they have some combat experience.
There's no current warrants out within the domain of this current
Yeah,
IRPF
yeah, pretty
branch
much.
that we have to worry about.
They appear to be ranked as fairly clever ducks.
Not this IRPF branch.
Yeah, I said not this IRPF branch in particular has any contracts that involve
We're
participating
Venus
in
legal.
any warrants. You're Venus legal.
Oh, conveniently, that's where we are as of now. So as to avoid any situations that may arise from being elsewhere. Okay, they will be over here waiting for you to come in. You have been told that this is basically your team for this operation, because you were actually training the recruits a little bit, and that was your job. And in order to find out how the recruits are doing, you have to leave them on their own so that they can take wing, even the ones that don't have wings. And you are going to join the enemy team and proceed to hunt them down viciously.
Alright, and so I'm just kind of coming up to these guys.
They are right outside the door there.
I'll kind of open the door.
And then we'll give you somebody with you who is like the person running the operation. There we go. He can come with you. Go through. So he will we'll go out with you and say, folks, welcome to the today's little play day. Thank you all for coming. It's big. I don't know what species is that. I grabbed an icon randomly.
It's a saber-toothed tiger of some sort.
appears to be a saber tooth like puma or something, so that's what it is now. He comes out and says, "Folks, welcome to today's operation. I'm glad you can all make it. I see that you have come prepared." And he's looking real kind of excited about it. Like today is kind of play day fun day because they get to kick the little whelps and bring in some new blood that they don't get to talk to and kind of see how the rest of the world is working for a little while. So he looks excited about it. He is wearing an IRPF uniform, but it's a little laissez-faire. It's kind of like undone. It has the appearance of somebody who's planning on having kind of a run-around day as opposed to an all sort of dressed-up day. Kist can be clad how you feel.
I'm clad in the armor that I'm in.
Okay,
So.
so she looks like she's decked up for combat, and as he comes in and says, "Okay, so this is going to be a full kind of simulation. We will be simulating all of your weaponry, but our sims are very advanced, so there will be a VR overlay over your eyes to register damage, gunfire, atmospherics, flashbangs, etc. So it's all very real feeling. If anybody has any issues with post-traumatic stress, you may want to check in ahead of time, just so we can flash a few things in your face and make sure you don't start screaming."
Have any of you guys done this before?
I assume they have.
This
It's totally
Some of
fake.
us have done far worse than that. We've been in Pulse.
No, that's why I'm concerned. Pulse plays rough. I want these kids to learn from their mistakes.
Oh, yes, we do.
I don't want to have a bunch of body bags coming out of here and getting a reprint tomorrow.
Don't worry. I'm a doctor.
All right. He says, gonna clap at everybody in the hand here. As I said, all gunfire is simulated. Please do not resort to punching each other in the face. We do also have simulation melee weapons if that happens to be something you want to advert to. I don't mind if you clock one across the side, but if you chuck anybody out of the window, we will have a problem. He will wave you guys inward to come inside.
Man, remember last time when someone actually got chucked out the window?
I do remember that. I remember
Yeah.
cleaning that up, in fact. If we
Oh,
could
yeah, I'm
avoid
actually
having that
worried.
happen in the future.
I'm
So
worried
there are
about this
windows. We
really
have
freaking
closed the
people.
windows on the 4th and 5th floor. You can open the windows, but please only open them to stick things out of them, not people.
Sure. we'll
People
only
are
vote
not
for them.
things.
That's very judgy.
What if we just hold him outside and shake him a bit? Is that cool?
Yes, interrogation is not part of this exercise.
Our liability insurance doesn't cover acts of dropping from height.
He's shaking his head going, it's always the Venusians. They start thinking, oh, we're on Mars. Everything's lighter here. We could just jump off the top of the 4-story building. That'll be fine.
That's the problem with everything's legal in Venus.
He will lead you over down here to what is labeled canteen, but is in fact the armory. And in there you will see a bunch of uniform simulated weapons and armor on the side. That is a pretty full getup. There's chest, legs, arms, full-on situation there. And there's a series of different kind of simulated toys that have pistol grips. Some have rifle grips. Some have like sword grips and stuff. And it's just saying, all right, grab what you want. There's a menu on each one of them. Just sync it to your toggle, and you can decide what sort of weapon you want it to be. In this case, you guys would get the equipment that you purchased earlier.
Alright, so I will take a flamethrower.
Some
Simulated laser technology.
things have been blocked off. Specifically, the weapons that you purchased earlier. What's available? It's weird. It's remarkable.
So I am immediately curious about how the unlock will work on this.
For what?
Oh, for hacking purposes.
Oh, that. Well, I mean, that you could just kind of do. So.
I'm just gonna grab a plain old pistol off the thing and twirl it
Yeah.
and put it in a holster.
Grabbing a Crucible, H22R.
So you can load them up in the meantime. He begins going over the kind of safety measures and regulations. You haven't met the enemy yet. Presumably you're not going to. They're keeping them separate so that nobody really knows what to expect when they go in there. Several props and various accoutrements have been placed into the rooms in the building just to try to provide a more realistic experience. If you have tricks of the trade that you like to employ, you can go ahead and do it. Let me know if you need anything particularly special. Improvised explosives are very popular out there in the criminal world. I don't really have too many of those here on the count of they're expensive and kill people. But I can rig something up with the simulator if you need something done. So let me know.
I'd love to know what simulator you're using. You've got what program it is.
Oh, I can let you know with IT if you want. It's very
Oh,
expensive.
IT people are great.
Oh, so I just had a thought. If I use my active military background, I can get any kind of extremely restrictive piece of material to use for the end of a scene. Could I get a set of active armor to go play in the simulator?
You conceivably could if rules for it existed. Yes.
I know.
Also, that would be terrible. But
I'm just saying, maybe I need a rocket launcher, and I can teach the children a lot of lessons.
well,
right now.
so the rules for that one do exist, and I suppose if
Yeah.
you really wanted that to be your training, hi guys, I know we've been working on hand-to-hand and small arms fire, so it's time for our first live fire exercise. Suck on the anti-personnel rocket, go!
Expect the unexpected.
Just kicks down the door with the rocket launcher in her hands. Dodge!
Oh, I was tempted because I was thinking, oh, this is a good time for me to use my background. I could take a weapon that the kids wouldn't expect me to have.
Just fire a missile, and then in midair it splits and fires like 30 Nerf missiles.
Everybody gets
But it-
punked.
Crazy
But
bombs.
Nerf
but in midair the Nerf missiles split and they fire real missiles again.
He raised my hopes and dashed the most expertly, sir. Bravo.
Will they have like a gloves for simulating hand-to-hand combat?
Sort of. So if it's just anti-personnel moves or general brawl, you can subdue a person normally. I mean, they're not, really kids. These are, SWAT officers in training. I'm sure they've been taught to take it. But if you're trying to simulate some kind of hand-to-hand weapon of some sort, yeah, I've got little sensor pads that we can use for that.
Okay, well, like natural claws in this case.
Do you have like the enhanced claw surgery or something?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, he looks at your hands and goes, "Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, hang on a second. Let me." And I'll go over to the gloves and something, and he gets a system of loops that loop over the hands and stuff. Okay. Now this is going to be your extension here. You'll just kind of cuff them on the side. Please do not actually claw people up.
Okay.
Aw, someone's getting kitten caps.
So cute.
they
I
do
know,
they do look a
thanks.
little bit like an oversized pair of mittens. It's not the most dignified thing, but
Aw.
How's the Sound and Fury sounding to everybody? Sounds like a nice mean gun.
Oh.
Looking for something aptly vicious to throw into the mix here.
I thought did you buy several?
No, I was gonna use my active ability for my
Oh,
background.
okay.
I can,
So
I
she's-
can get, I
She's
can
gonna
get
blow
any
it right off
weapon.
the top. Okay. You should get one of the get one of like the trap ones because we don't use those as often. Get like the
I
area
was
denial
actually
network or something.
trying to find. You put in that new grenade thing that pulls people in.
That's in there. Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
the
I don't know
what
what
was
it's
it,
called.
compression? I can't
It's the
remember.
opponent compression field.
Or the there's some nifty guns that allow you to build cover and stuff too. There's some little quirky ones in there.
Oh yeah. I'm going to requisition one of those for the thing. I'm either taking the Weber or the one that builds. I'm just looking between them right now, but that's what I'm gonna grab that as an extra little toy to play with.
Alright.
Because I'll pop that off at the top here. Cause,
It was the FTT compression grenade. Yeah. Page 263 was that.
Yeah, but that's a single use, right? So
Yeah.
I might want to go for the web launcher because I can use that a couple times, or I might use the cover builder.
Yeah.
I'll do the web launcher. Oh, the matter hose.
That's the cover builder.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm taking the matter hose. So I just walk over and pull like something just ungangly as heck off.
Yeah, so
Just
that's
kinda sling it on my back.
it's not even a simulated thing. It's the actual tool because it's not a lethal weapon or anything. So they basically just like, okay, go use the real one. Then you have to clean it up later.
I'm just gonna look over at my boss and going, make it interesting, right?
Yeah, and he goes down, clicks onto his toggle, and one of you who are kind of close to it, which I'll just say, just pick one of you that's over there. Go ahead and do a body perceive. So the body perceive is a little different from the regular check, just because it's using different things for its startup. But what is your body perceive score? We'll say Ashtar is close to him.
Body perceive is 2.
Okay, so the difficulty for this check is only a 1, which means that you're 1 above the difficulty. So when you're equal to the difficulty, it's 2d8. When you're 1 above it, it's d8 and d10. So that's the dice. You'd be rolling d8 and d10, and then you're just going to add your body stat score to it, because there is no actual proficiency for spot checks. It's just working off like how good you are at being a body, essentially. So you're going to be doing d8 plus d10 plus whatever your body stat is. 3, and you got it. 12 is the target number for pretty much everything. So you look over and spot, and you can see that he's actually changing his place on the betting pool on his toggle case. He's just like twerking things around, and there's a substantial pool in there of who's going to last to what round and to when.
Nice.
As he's working around in there, and as she picks up additional weaponry and brings in stuff that she hadn't warned the opposing team about, it's just gonna tweak them down a little bit and put up this team a little bit. A slight adjustment.
So while the military people are shopping, I'd like to see if I can kind of poke at the VR stuff in the area, what computer programs are active on their network, and just learn about my surroundings.
All right. Go ahead and try to hack the local system. So you're going to be doing mind, exert, and sabotage, or just mind and sabotage rather. Exert isn't really a term
Sounds good.
anymore. Difficulty for this one is going to be, this is the police precinct, so it's actually pretty. Are you trying to get into the police security system or just the VR system?
The VR system first.
Okay. Well, the VR's server isn't particularly protected because it's just for this game, so the difficulty on that's going to be 1.
Okay.
So what is your mind stat?
It's 3, so that's 2d10.
Yep, 2d10. You're 2 over the goal. So 2d10 plus whatever your sabotage score is.
And I have a boon in sabotage.
Oh, okay. So you can choose specific things that you want that to do. You can kind of flavor your success, but the most common one, if you don't really have anything in mind, is you can just make it so you pass on a 10 instead of a 12.
I just want to be stealthy.
Okay. All right, you pass. Nothing really sees you go in. Nothing gets on. You are at hack depth 1 with the VR system that allows you to observe basically all of its outputs, and you are able to look through the system and see all of the vests that are on your team. You can see the guns that you're carrying, and you can see several vests on all sorts of other people. You don't know their exact location, but there's at least 10 other people that are currently suited up.
Okay. So we got 10 people in the area. That's our enemies. Good to know.
I like to use my military background to requisition the grapple belt.
Okay.
That sounds like fun.
I actually have one of those already, so we're gonna have
Cool.
fun.
Always want to play with one of those.
Hey,
That's part of my base loadout. I've got one on.
they will give you one of those. So you now have that as well. That's good because we haven't really used one of those. I kind of wanted to see what it did.
That's why I actually picked one up, because I was like, we haven't played with this.
Okay. So that's all said. Anybody else want to do any initial prep before the operation begins?
How serious is the VR in the area? Is it like ASR
It's pretty.
style?
It's extensive. I mean, it's a big system. You're not sure who made it right off the bat, but the system is elaborate. It's designed for military exercises, so it's got all sorts of customizables and stuff. There are hollow emitters in each of the rooms that are participating, so that they can do things like simulated damage and flashing and all sorts of stuff like that. It hooks up to eyepieces.
Okay.
So they're pretty elaborate.
Great. I'll be digging myself slowly deeper.
Okay. So you are there currently. He will say, all right, so if you're all ready, we are going to begin with you on floor. Actually, we're going to begin with them bunkered in. So you guys are going to be the invaders. And he
Okay.
moves you out to the first floor entrance. He moves you out there. There is an announcement that comes in over your headsets that says that the operation will be beginning soon. The goal of the first operation is purely kill to loss ratio. So you guys are trying to make your way to the top floor, hunting down people as you go. They are attempting to prevent your progress to protect the top floor. This is a simulation of a strike team going in to try to assassinate somebody, and they're trying to keep you from advancing. So they're bunkered up a little higher up, and you guys are trying to get up there to stop them. They are also not going to be completely just against you. There are going to be simulated attacks going on the outside, so you will occasionally have the benefit of distractions as things go on outside and attacks continue, because it's supposed to simulate you having an equal-sized force, and the rest of them are outside. You're kind of the evasion team.
Okay, I'll use my holoprojector to kind of show where they are in a little floating map.
Okay. You have the benefit of being able to see that they have split up into several different rooms. On the second floor, which looks a whole lot like the first floor, there are at least 2 people set up in this room, and at least 2 over here, with additional bodies over here against the windows. So it looks like they're trying to guard the stairway and the windows to bark through, because that appears to be one of the major ways in. Canteen side seems to be a little empty. There's only 1 person that you're seeing over on this end.
That's on the second floor.
Yeah. On the first floor, you were just given the first floor. I mean, they might come down and storm you. You don't know their plan or anything, but you're the only ones there currently.
So, is the guy still around so I can ask him questions?
He's going to be going soon. The operation's going to begin soon. But yeah, go ahead.
He's like, so I have a few quick questions.
Yeah.
RE this. This is a training operation. So are we operating on the IRPF standards of procedure?
How so?
I mean, are we following the rules?
Well, you should be trying to get
operating-
through any way you can that isn't actually going to destroy the building. You're right now. You're trying to simulate a team that's trying to get up to the top of the floor and take out a priority target. So if you'd like to exit the building and go up the sides or anything else like that, you can go ahead and do so. The entire campus is open to you. We're just starting you here because this is where the target is, or at least this is where the target begins. It could be that your enemy team might relocate it too.
Okay, so the enemy team. You said this is simulated. Are they simulations or are they people?
No, this is our new
Right.
recruits.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said, play rough, but don't kill them. Okay.
Yeah, I got that.
We're working with these
absolutely.
kids for a while.
Right. Absolutely sure that I understood what's at stake.
What's at stake is mostly our pride. So let's try to win.
She says, hoping that the kids will not completely fail, because that's also the source of her summer bonus.
Yeah. Well, she's also doing the, she kind of likes some of them. She wants them to get enough skill to live, but she doesn't want to be like their memory is. Man, Sarge was an ass. I want them to learn, but I don't want to damage them permanently.
Okay, so how would you like to proceed?
Rowan, can you kill the lights?
Yeah, I was about to say, Kist, how's your night vision?
Not very good, but we'll cope.
Okay. If I can access the controls on Classroom 2 and shut them out.
Okay.
Or this room, Captain?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you darken the whole place. That's great.
Don't know about that.
Have you considered setting off the fire alarms?
Sure. That sounds good too.
We did that in the last test. We're going to do that again.
Hey, it is a
Fun.
valid system. Every time I set loose all the fire retardant foam, it's great. Because they don't use sprinklers, they use foam.
Well, on
Third
space stations.
Yeah, this isn't a space station. Damn it. Okay, it's less interesting.
Digging myself a little deeper into the network.
Okay, you need to get to
seeing
layer
if I can-
2, so go ahead and do the hack again. Same difficulty. That is a fail.
Not as good.
No. So if you'd like to use a focus to push that up by 1, you can.
Yeah, sure.
So just mark down that you use that. Focus can be used to reroll dice or increment things by 1. So you bump it up to 12, you succeed in there, you're at level 2, you are now able to actually extract code from the situation rather than just observing it. But if you want to get into the systems and start setting off fire alarms, you need to get up to the 3rd layer.
Yeah. One more roll then.
While you're doing this,
Oh,
I'm
geez.
basically pulling out my little
One
hand
more focus
flashlight
to
and giving it a
reroll.
click.
Okay, so if you want to reroll the 5, you can. The 1 actually has to be incremented upward before it can be rerolled. So it's 2 focus to reroll a 1.
Oh.
Yeah, 1's a rough.
Okay, I'll re-roll the 5 then.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Got lucky.
You did. All right, so you were able to get into it. At this layer, you now have the ability to insert code, including malware, if you want to. As soon as you start doing it, you'll start getting kicked out, so you'll want to save it until you're ready. And until you actually do something, you won't be discovered.
Give me 30 seconds, and the lights are going to go off.
Okay. Where do you guys
I
want to
am-
be when that happens?
Let's
I
get
got
in
my
position by the
flashlight.
door.
Well, we gotta go up the stairs, right?
Yeah, you're currently on floor 1, so you'd
Yeah,
want to decide
I'm
how
at
to
the
get
base
to.
of the stairs. I've got my flashlight in my hand, but I'm not gonna turn it on yet. I'm just got my flashlight out.
Okay.
Because I realize running up the stairs in the dark is going to be problematic.
Just follow the other people. Hold on to somebody's tail.
No. I
So
don't
for
need
the
to
rec-
get in trouble with HR. I'm not touching someone's tail.
So in 30 seconds, I'm going to turn off Classroom 1 and any other lights I can. I will not be turning off the fire alarm. I'll be playing Rammstein at top volume.
Fair enough.
Hey, Rowan, can you slave the map over to my smart surface toggle as well?
This little one here? Sure.
Sweet.
At least until they kick me out.
Who's going in first? Let's just.
I'm just smiling and going, well, show me what you guys can do.
All right. Who else wants to be rep at the door?
But we have to go up the stairwell.
You will, but I mean that's get
Oh.
into marching order.
Well, we have to go up the stairs, right?
Okay,
And
sure.
Or do we not have to go up the stairs? We just go right for the classroom doors? I'm confused.
You are at the bottom of the stairs on the first floor right now. You will have to ascend the stairs if that's where you want to go in through.
Okay, ascending stairs. I'll
Right.
go first.
And there are, you don't know what those doors look like. If there are windows or something, you want to decide if you want to turn the lights off before you're going up or not.
Wasn't sure. I thought we were waiting for him to say that it happened and then we were running up.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Shut things down, make it really loud, then
Then run up
boogie.
the stairs. Okay.
Okay.
All right. The lights will go off. The volume will go up. There is a sudden burst of somebody's stream from who knows what server of Bygone Era, and you guys can kind of storm up the stairs. Go ahead and do perceives. The difficulty is going to be 4 if you don't have any kind of night vision. If you do, it'll just be 1. So
Okay. So it is 4, so my difficulty went to heck.
This is body perceive.
yeah, this is body perceive. So you'll be using your body perceive score to establish the difficulty and adding your mind stat to it.
Okay, so it is 2 below for me.
So 2 below is 2d6.
2d6 plus 2, right?
Right.
Oops, I'm muted. Sorry, can you repeat what the check is?
So the difficulty is going to be 4 if you don't have any degree of night vision. If you do, it's just 1.
I can't remember what it's called because I wrote down "move in dark" like an idiot, but I have the Mustelid Reclamation that lets you move when you can't see.
Okay. That's not going to help you for seeing what's on the other side of the room, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So it'll still be a 4 for you.
I would like to use a focus and bump mine up by 1.
Okay.
So I will go up to a 12.
So you said it was body perceive plus.
The body perceive is how you're determining difficulty. So what's your body perceive score?
2.
And do you have night vision at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
No.
you're 2 below the target, which is 2d6, and then you're going to be adding your stat score to it, your body stat score.
So that's body and perceive and stat. Oh no, it's just stat.
Just body stat, yeah. The other body score.
Oh yeah, the other one. Okay.
Oh, that's outstanding.
So it was a good plan, but I think most of you were blind on the way up.
I apparently make it only because of the fact that I know the building.
So one of you sees it. The rest of you, when you get up there, you see a very dark area and a lot of lights flashing around. The flashing lights do give you an indication that there are people in those rooms, but you don't know how many, what, or how they've prepared. Very quickly, those lights will face outward toward the doors, and we'll have everybody roll initiative.
What did I see though?
You saw that there were 2 teams in both rooms, and they were waiting at the door edges for people to come up the stairs so that they could try to attack them.
Oh, okay. So basically, it's the stuff we already knew. So
Yeah,
that's all
essentially,
it's-
yeah.
Okay.
So the go ahead and roll initiative. Initiative works the same way we did last time from the previous test, if you don't recall it. You've got your readiness score. The readiness is going to be the stuff that you use in combat to re-roll and do +1s for attacks. If you want to dedicate any of that readiness to initiative, you can. Otherwise, you just roll a d10.
Okay. I'll put 2 points in initiative.
All of our
That sounds
bad
like a
guys
good
are
plan.
birds today.
That's racist. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
So it's a D10 plus whatever we put in there for
Yeah.
readiness.
Unless you happen to have any kind of boost to initiative from the experience table, which you could do. That was an option in there.
Oh crap! I should have looked at that. Nope. Okay.
Oh god, the birds. Canaries.
Alright,
Okay.
At least we know it's safe.
So we got to fight a whole bunch of Nick's character from the last playtest.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Alright, why is this selected? Unselect. There we go. Alright, cool. You guys can go ahead and add yourselves to Thingabob. Add
can't.
turn. Okay, I'm
Oh,
doing
because
it.
you're adding. Yeah.
Add turn. And turn. And turn. And turn. Huh, why'd they all disappear?
They're still there for us.
They
Yeah.
are? I only see 3.
I only see 3 total anyway. But
What disappeared?
I had edited everybody else. I don't know why they vanished.
I never saw anybody.
I never
past,
saw them pop
me.
up.
Weird. Okay, well, are there 5 now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Go ahead and set your scores. Okay, and then we'll add these guys in.
When do I use focus to do terrain elements?
Right now, actually.
Now.
I would like a couple of. Now, are we going upstairs into a room, or are we hanging out down here and dealing with an assault?
This
Well,
is us upstairs
yeah,
now,
you just went
okay.
upstairs, so you're on the second floor currently.
Okay, I'd like a couple of laser turrets.
You can get one, I think, per purchase.
Yeah, you're allowed to purchase a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got 2 puts of focus to spend.
Okay.
Or not focus, the other one.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's focus for purchasing that, right?
Yeah, it's focus. It's focus for buying stuff on the battlefield. It's readiness for everything else. It's mostly so
Oh,
that focus-heavy characters have an ability to do stuff.
I thought there was a specific version of combat that you.
Right. So for
Readiness
re-rolling for
is
+1s and stuff, it's all the readiness. But for focusing the battlefield, it is a focus thing. It's a way to give focus-heavy characters a way to influence combat because they
Okay.
don't, typically have readiness.
Only one. Then.
Okay. So 1 point won't be enough to buy you anything that is active like that.
Oh, 2 then.
Let's see. Focus the battlefield. Create a reactive object like computer console can be hacked or blown up, an explosive barrel, explosive grenade, loose cable identifies a hook, static but dangerous, potential explodable element is 2 focus points. To create a wall turret, you need to do 3.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I mean, you can also just kind of risk it because oh no, wait, you've got, you're already in. Do a mind perceive. We'll say difficulty 2.
Sure. That's mind stat plus.
The perceive, whatever your mind perceive score is how you would determine the difficulty
that's-
for it.
Okay. So difficulty 2. That's. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, do 2 and 10. That's fine. It's just like what? That was weird because it got added sideways. Yeah. So in your hack, you can determine that because you were already hacked at depth 3 to the thing. You can look through the system to see what's all connected to it, and there are actually turrets already in the place.
Oh, great. Then
Yeah.
let's save those points.
Yeah. So there's one in the hallway where you're at. That's kind of like an anti-personnel thing. And there's one in the canteen area down to here. There aren't any in the classrooms, but if you were able to bait them out or whatever, the turret is right over here on this end, so it can conceivably see through the doors.
But it is not currently my friend.
It is not currently anybody's friend. It's actually shut down.
Oh.
I would like to focus the battlefield because I'm assuming I'm going to spend 2 points focusing the battlefield. I am going to put a live wire in the ceiling that is for simulation purposes. It will not kill the child, but it is a booby trap I laid at some point, so that way if somebody is in that hex, we can shoot the ceiling tile and drop it down on them, and then go whap, you took damage, right?
All right, if you want to. I do, remind you, this is the very beginning of the game, and these don't refresh unless you sleep, so.
I know.
All right.
I'm going big or going home.
Where did you want that?
I'm going to put this in a very bold place.
Okay.
It is going to be right here. Or in one of those squares. I don't know which one you want.
Yeah, you can. That's not too close to anybody. We'll scoot it like.
I think it's far away.
Yeah, that's
so
good
I'm just
enough.
gonna go there.
Just leave it there. Okay, dokie.
So that way, if you shoot, you can knock that down and wrap somebody. But I know about it, I guess.
Okay.
And we might notice it. So.
In case somebody's there and we need help, Flippy's gonna.
Yeah, it's just kind of I figure my character would have, taken a moment to alter the terrain slightly so that way she could, mess her students up.
Let me get
Be aware of your surroundings.
numbers for them. All right. 8. 1, 2, 3. One of them is a earlier riser than the others, apparently.
That's the one that gets the worm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And he is at the top of the round. Which one is he? It's the one that's right over there. Okay. He is going to shuffle around over this way and take up cover on this end and see if he can kind of see anybody. Not really. All right. You see a shape, a flashlight scuttle to the other side of the door over there, and then you don't really hear anything happen after that. Sam, it is your turn. Kist is up.
Okay. Alright, so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to do a throwing action. Which, I'm going to throw
These doors
my
are
flashlight.
closed, by the way, just so that we're
No.
all on the same page.
I'm throwing my flashlight.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to throw off where we are.
Mm.
I need to like see if throwing random stuff. I'm not trying to do damage, so can I just throw it at a place and it's okay, or?
It depends on how accurate you want to be. If you're going for exact accuracy, you need to do the thing for it. If you just want to check it down the hall, that's fine.
I just want to chuck it down the hall.
Okay,
like,
pick a
this way.
direction.
I just want to go that
Just
way.
that way.
South?
All right. Do an athletics check. Difficulty 0.
Okay. I have 2 ranks, so I think that makes it 2d10 for me.
Mhm.
Or wait, no, I have two body.
Yeah,
And then it's
2 bodies are
2d10, and
2 to
then
10.
plus 2 from the thing. So,
Aw, even with that.
Even with that, sad.
Okay.
Nope.
So you do a check. It doesn't go particularly far. It's gonna land kind of halfway to where you were aiming.
Okay, well, I was aiming towards the cafeteria, so.
Okay. So it's
where do you
gonna
put
it's
it?
gonna go about there.
It's gonna go about there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I throw it, and it's kind of just spinning on the ground about here.
Mhm.
So it's on, and it's just spinning around because I was just trying to make it look like we ran that
It
way.
is. Now let's randomize which direction it faces in case it ended up looking back at you.
That would be kind of funny.
D6. Okay. It did.
That's funny.
It actually doesn't look. It's the hex right above it, so it kind of it might catch the back end of Alphonse back over there, but it's beaming through the staircase, which has a rail on it, so it's not a direct shot.
Okay. Well, I'm then going to take a move action. Going over to the door. That was my first action was throw, and
Yep.
then I'm assuming the door is going to take a support action for me to open it.
Assuming it isn't locked, yeah,
Alright, well, checking to see if it's locked, I guess.
it does feel locked.
Okay, well, I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
I don't think I can do anything else other than that, because I tried it.
Did you want to try to were you like attempting to be stealthy on the way over there, or?
Well, I was trying to distract, so I think I am trying to be stealthy, so
Okay.
I guess I could do a stealth roll and see if I somehow pull this off, but I don't expect to. What's the difficulty? It's 2, right, in combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this isn't going to be great for me. Actually, no, it's still that. Okay. So, let's hope.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. Yep. All right. So you're able to get over
Light
there and check
money.
the lock without them particularly noticing that you got there.
I'm gonna say that I actually went to like here
Okay.
to check the lock, because I think I would have done that. So I'll move up there.
Ashtar.
Sorry, cat. Doors are closed, lights on us. I'm just gonna scamper off back over here and hunker down for now.
Do you have combat sneaking?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Did you want to try to do that in a sneaky fashion?
Actually, that's a good question. Is the chatter phase once per turn, or is it once per like individual player
just
round?
Anytime during your activation.
Okay, then yeah, I'll quite happily take advantage of that.
Yeah.
That is body stealth 2.
Yep. Difficulty is 2. So what's your body stat?
3.
Okay. So you're 1 above. It's D8 plus D10, and then whatever your stealth score is. Not quite. You go to run over there, and in the process of crossing across the back end, the flashlight that got checked lights you up for a second, so they see you run over.
Through the closed door.
Well, the door's got a window on it.
Understood.
It's like a
Understood.
like a glass door on it. That's how you were able to see all the flashlights going around on the inside of it. Were you gonna do anything else?
Nope.
All right, who do we got over here? That's the guy in the back window. He already has a job, so he's gonna stay there. Alphonse?
He has a job, so he won't be looking for others.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
That is you.
Um, okay. So we have to go. Pretty much, we have to go up here.
You've already
Anyway,
gone up the
right.
stairs. You're on the second level
Okay.
currently. Yeah.
Okay. So So, can we see that there are people?
No, because you all failed your looks. So you saw flashlights that were flickering around in there. You know what rooms they're in, but you don't know their positions.
Okay, well, I am gonna move right over here, and I am going to take a position aiming on the door.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move here, take a position aiming on the door, and prepare for whomever is going to perform the breach.
All right. What?
Sorry?
I'm going
Next,
to
next player.
charge over towards the door.
Okay.
And barrel into it.
All right, you're busting through. How much movement do you have? Did you want to try to do it all as one thing, or?
I've got a move of 4.
So it took you 2 to get there. You can go 2 onto the other side if you want to try to bust through it.
Sure.
Okay. So
Is it pervious?
it is a fairly durable door. If you want to try to shoulder into it, do a body athletics. We'll say difficulty 3 to see if you can just knock it down.
Okay. All right. So body 3, athletics 2.
So you are equal to the difficulty. So 2d8, and then just add 2 for your athletics
Okay.
score.
And I've got the, was it advantage?
The
Is that what
boon?
it's called?
The boon for it.
Yeah.
Was it boon or simplify? Because there's 2 different deals there.
I don't know.
Was it something you got in character creation that was like you get
Yeah.
a boon for it? That okay, so you can make this succeed on a 10 then if you want to, or you can add some kind of special property to it.
It's a bone.
It's a boon? Okay. Well, if I can add a special property, I'd love to have it smash into the guy inside.
Okay, so you want to
it's
put
successful.
enough shoulder into it that it's going to knock somebody if they're on the other side of the door.
Sure.
All right, so you're passing at a 12 like normal, but if you go through it, you're going to go through it pretty hard.
Okay. So it's 1d10 plus 1d10 plus 2.
No, it's 2d8. You were equal to the
2d8.
task. Yeah.
2d8 plus 2. No.
All And do you want to use readiness to reroll any of that, or you committed?
Heck yeah.
You gonna reroll it too?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
That's better.
Yep, that'll do it. All right. You shoulder down, slam into the side of it. The door goes busting open, and it smacks the crow, and the crow over here goes ah and gets knocked off to the side, and a very crow-like noise that I actually didn't mean to make. Gets knocked off to the side there. The door has successfully been breached. This guy gets knocked over to the side. We will do a quick check on him to see if he drops his weapon or not. Let's roll 8. 5. He does. He drops his weapon next to him. So he was caught off guard by that. He was too close to the door. He was getting ready to go at himself, and the door just clocked him in the face and knocked his weapon out of his hand.
Nice. Now, should that count as my attack for this turn?
No, because that was just part of your move. You shouldered into it, so you've got your next action. You do have to go all the way through because that was part of it. So you're like 2 faces over. There you go.
Okay, well, let's just give him a little tap. Tell him to stay down. Handy.
Okay, so you're gonna attack him.
Yeah.
All right, he's currently prone, so he's -5 and can't swing back at you. So go ahead and attack. Attacking is for close combat. It's body and CQC, and the difficulty is 2. And it's just universally 2.
So body is 3, so I'm 1 up. So it's
right.
Die 8 plus die 10.
Right.
Plus my CQC.
And then if you have a weapon, the weapon should have an accuracy score on it.
I've got virtual claws.
Okay, so the
Um,
claws are like hand to hand. Those typically don't.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll just be rolling normally.
+2.
Solid. You easily hit him because he's already downed. Go ahead and roll damage. So the damage will be whatever is listed on the claws plus whatever your melee attack bonus is.
2d10. Melee attack bonus. Where is that listed? Okay, over here. So it's +1. And I've got a technique weighty. No, heavy-handed.
Okay.
+2 damage unarmed. So
Okay.
+2.
Cool. Oh.
Wow, that sucked.
If you want to try to rescue that and say that you were pulling a punches because he was embarrassed, I might allow you to do so. But in the meantime, it looks like you just kind of like flooded your hand in his face.
Sigh. I'll tell you what, I'll
I
spend
like to
another
think you
stupid
just did a
readiness.
really creepy face touch. You just like lightly dragged your
I'm not
fingers over
touching
his
you.
beak.
Just like swung on him and just like, oh, did you think I was going to hit you? No, I was just going to stroke your cheek nicely.
I'll spend one more readiness. Can I do that?
No, so
Spend two a turn?
the ones
Or
need
one
to
a
be
turn?
bumped up to twos
Oh, because
before
they're
they can be
ones.
rerolled.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. No, I'll
Not-
take it.
Yeah,
That was
all right,
sad.
just take it. Okay, so no damage is dealt to him. But you flutter in his
You injured
face
his
and
pride.
yeah,
Charmed.
you injure his pride.
I have his attention.
Yep. Who is that?
Next.
Rona's up. Yeah.
So, quick question: Is the building trying to reject me now since I took an action through it?
Yeah. It will be
Okay,
attempting
so
to kick you out.
That's a resolve save.
Yeah.
Okay, when do I do that? Beginning and
Let me check, because I've actually been the only hacker we've ever had, at least lately.
and I can maintain control of more than one thing at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kicking hand for systems countermeasures with the detected system, so you need to roll resolve saves to stay connected each turn. Difficulty of the save is determined by how powerful the system is. Scale this based on perception system complexity. 2 is 5. Okay, so it's going to be difficulty 10, resolve save.
Okay. So I've got to simplify on resolve, so that's
It's going to be D8 and D6 rather than 2D8.
yeah. Plus 10.
Mhm.
It needs to be under 21.
Solid.
No problem. Not much of a problem.
Yes. All right.
Okay,
So you are not booted out this turn. If you want to make it do something else.
Well, I want to take control of the turret next.
Okay.
So I don't think I can do both of that.
Do you have the actual malware to do that?
Yeah, that one's the field hacks.
Okay. So I
So-
believe you can just do that. Let me see here.
Well, if the turret's part of the same system.
Field hacking. It is for the purposes of this. I mean, it would probably be a separate one for the sake of like that they're virtual and stuff, but then you'd have to get into the actual like gunny turret, which would be a little bad. So there's a
Okay.
virtual turret over there.
Okay, so I'll try and take control of that with field hacks.
Okay.
And if I can target Mr. Crow there, I don't know how do I do that? How do I do there's the line of sight thing. Okay, what's the tool you're using for line of sight?
It's the ruler.
Oh. So, like that guy there.
Okay, you're going for him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to find the field hacking thing. Prius. There it is. Okay, field hacking. Can control one stationary system in immediate areas, such as camera, deactivated turrets, etc. Currently level 3 hacked up with. Okay, it will draw left side cameras. Use these guns as though they were your own. Okay. So you want to shoot with the turret?
I hope it's not real bullets.
They are virtual bullets. It was kind of you to check that before attacking, which you totally did not. But you go ahead and fire away. So it uses your shooting stats and then the gun's like damage.
Okay, so
After
that's
the
my
incident. last year we made sure to fix the turrets to not have live rounds in them for the
Last year
tests.
was terrible, apparently. People falling out of fourth-story buildings, like live turrets in the hallways. It was all bad.
So this is difficulty.
Difficulty
Or is
2.
there difficulty? Okay, so my mind stat is the shooting stat,
Mhm.
or range attack bonuses. No, it's
Yeah.
mind stat plus range attack bonus.
Right. And I'm going to say this gun is... Let me grab one for it. It's just going to have a rifle on it. We will give it a assault rifle. Just one. So on top of that right there, you're adding another 1, so 15. Against the guy on the floor, that'll be okay. So you'll go to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It's 4 plus 3d8. And then whatever your ranged attack bonus, or whatever your your ranged attack bonus is.
So that was my damage roll, I guess.
There you go. 23. Okay, that will wound him. So on the ground you see gunfire, and for a moment you were very concerned because it looked awfully real. It went through the interface that are on your goggles and stuff, and there was flashes of light, and you felt concussion. It's like, oh Jesus, I've killed another cop. And it goes through and rattles off him, but then you see little icons floating up at the top of like rib damage and possible leg hit and stuff like that. That kind of gives you an indication that okay, it was virtual. That came off the side.
Or just kind of the idea of virtual bullets.
What's that?
It's just kind of firing computer bullets, not any actual projectile of any sort.
Right. Yeah. There's but he looked like he jerked a little bit. So none of you guys have been hit yet, but it's possible that your the pseudo armor that you're wearing might actually react to gunfire.
So for the rest of my action, I'm going to go down the stairs a little bit if I can,
Okay.
and call it good.
Cool. So you'll back up over there. It is their turn now. Most of them were in the same spot. Okay.
I probably should have asked before my turn, but does the stairs give cover?
If you get down into them a little bit, yeah.
Is one of the two going upwards?
They would both be, yeah. So the one on the right there is the one you ascended, the one that you're on. So that one's going down, and then the other one's going up.
Just don't be in there when they throw the fake grenade. The grenade, depending on which bag they took the grenade out of.
All right, so this guy, upon hearing gunfire and hearing that his buddies are in there, he will actually come out the door here and take up a position at this point, and he is going to shoot down the hall at the first thing he sees. And he needs to try to see in the dark. So slash roll. I'm going to say he's perceived 2 and 2. So 2d6 plus 2. He does not pull it off, so he's actually going to be at difficulty 3 to shoot rather than difficulty 2. He's going to shoot down at Sam. Everett at the kiss down in the end.
Oh, but I hit so good.
Oh, that's right, you did. No, you were stealthed. That's right. Okay, so he's going to go for somebody else.
Somebody he can see with the
Somebody he
flashlight.
can see, yeah. I think he's going to go for Stairmaster right here. It won't be a great shot, but he's going to try for it.
Which they'll have some cover. So
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I'm 3'5".
Well, he's going to go for the part of you he can see. So you're going to be at half cover, which will give you a +4 to your evade.
Okay.
Let's roll D8 plus D. That one he's going to be able to see because he's got the flashlight on you. 2d8 plus he's got a rifle.
I believe I evade. Well, maybe.
I didn't roll that.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to roll a dodge save. Sorry.
No. Yeah. I'm getting to the. I'm trying to find the gun. There it is. Sharp Bark. That's the RPF rifle. 2d8 plus 2 plus 1 for the weapon. All right. Goes for 10. I'm sure you probably missed that. What's your evasion score?
It's 15.
Okay. He will go for a second shot. 15. And is that 15 with the bonus for cover or not?
No bonus.
Okay, so he will miss that because of the cover that you are currently hunkered behind.
Okay, so I have 19.
So
Okay.
next guy goes. He's going to run over here as fast as he can because people need help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's pretty quick, but that's his round. He's going to try for bonus action. And doesn't make it, so he's stuck there. This guy up here at the top. All right, this guy who was just tapped is going to try to. He will.
Well, his weapon's on the ground. His butt's on the ground.
Yeah, his butt
No
and his
problem.
weapon's on the ground. He's going to quick draw his baton from his pocket, which he can do for free because it's a lightweight weapon. But he's going to have to stand up to fight you, and you get to swing at him when he stands up.
Okay.
So go ahead and
Let's
take a
see.
swing.
And that's body.
Difficulty 2. Nice. A most palpable hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Okay. That's 10 on him. Doesn't look like he's taken a wound yet. He will go ahead and swing on you. Normally, you get to swing back at him. So he will go after you. So let's roll 2d8 plus baton. There's 2d8. He's going to use the one-handed, so he's going to go 4. Oops, sorry. That should have 2 more. So 15.
That's against dodge save.
That's against your evasion.
Evasion. Evade is 13. That's
Okay.
a hit.
So he does hit you. All right. And then did you do another attack against him? Go ahead
You
and
do
roll
that.
it.
Oof. Nope.
You miss. Okay. He hits you. He will go for damage. 5 plus 2d6. Ooh, nice.
Wow.
So that is actually max roll damage. That is a stun
Oh,
effect.
ouch. Okay. I do have shift hide, so -5. Still a lot.
Okay. Yeah. So that'll be
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, that'll take me to negatives.
Negatives what?
This is going against wounds, right?
No. So what's your endure score?
Oh. Endure 17.
Okay. So every time it crosses that line, you take a wound.
Got it.
So you've taken 1, and you've got actually no, because you have the shift head on, so you only took 14 damage there. So you haven't quite taken a wound yet.
Zev?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your evade's a 14, right? Their evade's a 14?
No, I think it's like a 12.
Well, I was saying because your hit on him, is his evade a 14? You just said the shift hide makes it, or wait, oh, I'm confused. Never mind. What's your evade?
My evade's 13.
Your evade's 13. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was an exploit or not.
No, the shift hide lowers the damage coming in. It's not a.
No, I meant your dice. I wasn't sure.
Oh
if it
no,
was on the
so
dice.
that's a stun effect. That'll
Oh,
hit.
okay.
So you're gonna be dazed for the next turn. He basically reaches up and thunks you in the head.
Okay.
And it's a way to get his pride back. He manages to thunk you solidly upside the dome. He will go for his last attack because that was his first one. Goes for the next one. You are stunned for this. Will hit. And will only do 10. So that gets added onto the previous damage, which means it has now crossed your threshold 1 time, but not 2 times. You've taken a wound. That's the end of his turn, which means all that excess damage is gone now. It's on a per turn basis. So if he can't make it to that line again, the excess is lost.
Okay, so he passed it by 7, but that's only 1 wound.
Right. You only,
Okay.
assuming I mapped it right there, he hasn't done enough damage to cross it twice.
Okay.
Well, because he rolled a 13 to hit, and your evade's a 13, right? Doesn't that trigger exploit?
He didn't. I think his evade's higher than a 13.
No, it's 13.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's exact. That's why I was saying that I thought that was an exploit.
Critical hit.
Yeah, it usually
Yeah.
is. Checking a 13 on the side. You've got the claws on there. Yeah, no, it is. Okay.
Okay.
So he thinks it on you. So it's another wound.
Okay. So
Right.
down 2 wounds.
Yep.
Got it.
All right, so he's able to recover himself quite nicely and hops back into this. This little part isn't in the rule yet because I want to kind of test it before I added it in, but I added it in on my little side document because I think it's kind of fun. So at the end of every turn that you're in close combat, the combat shifts around a little bit. We establish a random direction. 2 in this case is up and diagonally, and we go D3 hexes. 2. So you guys, in the course of your melee, have drifted up to there.
Okay.
That could be really bad with environmentals.
Yeah,
I'm just-
well, that's kind of why it is. Is that I didn't want melee
Yeah.
to be quite so locked and stable in one position, so it floats. So that things like people helping or trying to run to join it and stuff, they kind of think about it a little more.
But we're still in the same relative position.
Yeah, you just stay in the
Okay.
exact same spot. You just float upward diagonally as you kind of stumble
Cool.
around. The next bird's going to come over. He's going to come off to this side and try to see if he can help his buddy. He's going to take a shot into that combat just to see how he does. Slash roll. He will use the rifle. 3. Gets a 13. What needs to happen now is he needs to see if he hits his friend or if he hits you. So there's a random chance between the two of them. He's just trying to shoot in there to help his buddy out.
Also,
and he
it's
doesn't
not
even
okay
care.
that that's a 13 dead on.
Pretty
Stop doing that.
solid. All right, so it's just a 50% chance versus one versus the other. So let's roll D100. Do you want to be high or low?
Hi.
All right, you are saved. The bullet will actually fly wide and hit his friend who's in the middle of the fight, and he will wince and remember that he was taught not to shoot into combat without aiming a little harder. So he rolls damage. And wounds twice.
Ouch.
So you were seeing actually you're kind of dazed, but the rest of you who are looking in, they're actually seeing simulated wounds on this guy that are looking pretty rough. So he's definitely not happy with his buddy for just shooting him off to the side there. He's going to try to take another shot. This time he's going to aim a little more carefully. So he will complicate the attack. D8 plus 6. And miss, but at least he doesn't hit his friend. And there's no way he's going to get a bonus attack with initiative 1, so that's the end for him. Top of the round. Who's that guy? There he is. All right, he's going to come out here. And he will try to help his buddy shoot at Stare Dog. Miss. Miss. God, I keep rolling these ones. He will
I'm
try for a
really,
bonus attack.
Really small target.
He actually succeeds, barely. He will
Oh.
try for a third attack. 16.
Okay.
But you're covered. Yeah, you've got cover.
Okay.
So, because that cover is +4 for where you're at, so he misses that as well. They're going to have to move a little closer if they want to have a better chance to hit you. All right. Kist, you were up.
Knock, knock, my dears. So grapple belt.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the guy at the doorway.
Okay.
It says use the system like a ranged weapon using an attack action. It has a range of 8 hexes. You hit an enemy with it, it immediately reels them in. If your mass is less than the enemy's mass, you reel yourself in, landing in the adjacent square. Blah 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 blah. Actually, here's the thing. How big does this guy look?
Bigger than you, probably. I'm assuming, just based off characters you've played in the past. He's a standard-sized person wearing medium armor.
Oh, that's what I need to know is if he was wearing medium armor or if he's wearing
Yeah.
light armor because it makes a difference on mass. Okay, so he's wearing medium armor, which means that there's no way I can pull him in. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that you would pull yourself to him.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I won't play with my grapple belt then. Never mind. All right. So I'll just do the other thing. Bummer. I'll shoot him with the pistol.
Okay.
All right. So I have 2, which puts me at equal, and then I have 2 ranks, and then I have. Why is that? Yeah, and then that's that. So weapon gives me that bonus. So I'm rolling 2d8 plus 5, I believe, to attack.
Mhm.
That's right. So shooting at him. I don't know if a 13 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually equal.
Oh, that's exploit then, right?
It is.
Okay. 11, and
Okay.
then it would roll over.
It just does a wound automatically. So the 11 is enough to do it, but the exploit does a wound. So.
Okay.
Boom.
And then I'll shoot him again. And I will use 2 readiness to reroll that 1. Well, it's determination at this point.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I'm impressed.
that would be the way, wouldn't it?
It is
Yeah.
enough though. So you've gotten
It
2
is
on
enough?
him. Yeah.
All right. So okay. All right. So I will get him with that then. So
Did you want to try for the third attack?
let me. Well, I missed on that attack, right?
The 11? Yeah, you missed.
Yeah, because the 11 became a 12, so it's a miss, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So now I rolled d10 minus my thing, right?
It's actually -6 because you've got the pistol. They shoot 3 times pretty easily. 2d10
D10
minus 6. Yeah.
2d10 minus 6. Okay. All right. Yep.
You got it?
All right. Giving him 1 more shot.
13 will hit again.
I also exploit again.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, buddy.
You are
I
only
told
2 hexes
you-
away from this guy bailing into him. It's hurting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I told you, watch your surroundings. Ow!
All right, pretty good.
That doesn't really matter, but ow!
He has it's 13 evade and 16 endure. So
And then the exploit on that.
Right.
I exploited. Yeah.
you already did it. So I
Okay,
believe that's right.
I believe that was lesson number 2.
Ashtar, you're up. There are 2 people down here who have opened fire on the stairway that you are hiding behind, and there are 2 people over here that you can see.
Have fun with that, tiny dog.
Hey.
Goodbye, tiny dog.
Okay, so that should be triggering threat response?
Yes.
Okay.
He will go for the attack.
Is this complicated because he has a medium weapon?
He's got the rifle, which actually I think might not even be able to do it. No, wait. Yeah, no, you're okay for there.
Medium would be complicated and can only be used for threat response.
Yeah. Six, 3, 12?
Nope.
Okay. He goes to fire off you, it goes whizzing by.
As I go whizzing by. Okay. So that is first action move. We're going to swing at him with my Nerf Fibrock sword.
Nice.
It's Nerf or nothing.
Thinking that'll hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
That might hurt.
He doesn't get to swing back because he doesn't have a melee weapon. Ow. Okay, that wounds.
Alrighty. And we will take my third action to attack again.
The 12 will miss.
I'm going to re-roll that one. I
So you
am
don't have
boomed into
to.
close quarters.
You can just bump it up. Determination,
Well, he
just
can
like
bump
focus,
up
can
to
increase
6,
by
yeah.
1 or re-roll.
Okay.
And you're
Yeah.
you're only 1 away from getting him at 13.
Bumping up by 1 works for me.
Okay.
Does that make it a crit? Because I bumped it
No,
up by
because
1?
it's been modified. It needs to be
Understood.
unmodified to make a crit.
Makes sense.
Natural.
Yeah. Nice. That will wound him again. There is a sudden flashing, and there's this little kind of graphic of a wispy skull and crossbones that floats up over him, and he looks positively ashamed. He's got his rifle up, like he was about to do some kind of sick spin, and then like Kista's over there shaking her head, and Swords McDoctor over here just like carved him up the table, and it's just like, damn. He sits down, puts his gun down.
His little vest goes weep, weep, weep out. I'm dead. Poor guy.
Just walks away kicking a rock.
Guy over in the corner here sees that there is now a problem. He was looking outside and had a rifle that was pointing outside, apparently looking at another target that was out there, but he turns it and takes a shot downtown.
I'm just
You are
turning to this
here,
Raven
you are
guy, and
here.
I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
He's going to take a complicated shot on the combat that's going on here to try not to shoot his buddy. The gun that he pulls around is of substantial size.
Uh-oh.
All right. He goes for the shot. He's going to use precise, which means that it can only fire twice this turn, no matter what. Or it can only act twice this turn, no matter what, but it will counter out the complication that he's using for that firing into combat. Roll 2d8 plus his own is a 3. And here we go. Holy shit. That'll do.
Now, is he being penalized for the low lighting?
No, the gun itself has a night vision scope on it.
Okay.
Weapon is equipped with a scope. HZone 101 long arm.
Smart.
So he fires it. It goes through. There is a substantial boom. You are hit for the exploit damage, and then the weapon itself does 1 wound automatically. And do 1 extra wound for this weapon for every 5 points your attack exceeded the enemy's evasion score by. So he got a 19. What was your evade?
Evade is 13.
Okay, so he will go up by 1. So you take 1 from exploit, 1 from the gun, and 1 for being over the top. There is a solid hit that takes place there.
Ouch.
How are you doing, Captain?
Still standing.
Crap.
What?
Now the what's it called? Shift Tide increase incoming range damage combat rolls by 5.
Right. This
So
one doesn't do damage. It does wounds.
Ah,
Like the gun
okay.
is specific as a wound counter.
Got it.
Yeah. He
Right. They were shooting at this person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it. I was debating using get down.
if you're gonna try to take the wound, you're not close
Yeah,
enough.
I was gonna take the damage for him, but I can't. He's far away.
He
I just throw myself in front of the bullet.
there is a most ominous sounding skunk as it loads in the next round, then he fires again.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
16.
Oh. That. Oh.
That's hit.
That's a hit. Okay, this one doesn't do bonus dex for being over your evasion score because it's not high enough over it, and it doesn't have exploit on it, so it's 1 wound.
Okay.
Thump. And that's all he can do this turn. But he has set up a little nest over there, pun intended. And the gun is situated on top of the desk. All right, Alphonse, you're up. Things were looking real good for a second, and then part of the wall got blown up. Fox, you're Alphonse.
Oh shit! Sorry. I keep hearing that and think like that's one of the other players.
No.
No. Oh dear. So part of the wall just blew out here.
A little bit, yeah. Not to a significant degree, but like a large caliber weapon just went off.
And
The
also
simulated
there are
damage is significant.
Also, there are big flashes of light
Uh-huh.
here. Hmm. Okay. So how far can you actually move in a turn?
You can
No,
take
we're
up to 2 movement actions, whatever your movement score is. And you can get a third one if you want to spend a bonus action on it.
Need just a second. Sorry, Mike. My printer hasn't been working, so I have a homemade character sheet and it's a goddamn mess. Okay. So it's whatever the base is plus whatever bonuses ended up adding to it from progression.
hmm
Okay, so I can move 4 per action.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna move here. This is a obstacle that exists, right?
Yeah, there's a thing there.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of just hide behind there.
Okay.
And that's probably all I can do, right? Because I used 2 actions.
You can use the third to do something other than moving. If you want to move again, you can roll for a bonus action. Which is just 2d10,
No.
trying to get equal or below your initiative score. Which is 7. You got a decent chance.
I actually was thinking about just taking a shot at one of these guys.
Yeah,
Probably
you can
this one.
peek around and grab that guy. So if you want to avoid the chance of hitting your ally who's in close combat with him, you'll need to complicate the attack. If you want to risk it, there's a 50% chance of hitting the ally.
I'll just go ahead and complicate that.
Okay, so difficulty 3.
I think it's a little early to have everybody else mad at me. Okay, so god damn
It's mind and
it. Sorry
combat.
about that. Skype is blowing up. Like I'm trying to click on the thing to be able to like the space where my the space where like the entry field is for Roll20 just keeps getting covered by Skype.
I don't know if I can forgive you for still having Skype installed.
What you do is you right click Skype in the corner and turn it off.
Excuse me. Okay, so complicates that. You said that makes it a
It's
3.
Yeah, difficulty 3.
All right, so that's gonna be my body stat. Or
Your
no, this is a
mind
ranged
stat.
attack.
It's mind stat for ranged. Yeah.
So
what's your mind score?
stat? 3.
Okay, so equal. So 2d8. And then whatever your ranged combat score is.
I have 2 and a boon.
Okay. The boon only the boon makes it so that you can reroll ones without having to bump them up.
Okay.
That's all that it is in combat. But you add the accuracy of the weapon as well. So what's your weapon's accuracy score? It's that thing in the circle on the weapon card.
That's a 1.
Okay. So altogether, it's that range combat score that you have plus the 1 for the weapon.
Okay, so that's a 3.
Okay. 2d8 plus 3. Okay. That is a miss, but you don't hit your buddy with it. If you want to bump that up, you can. He's only a 12 to hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just spend a point of focus on that?
Mm-hmm. You have to you spend the readiness in combat.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, so you hit him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that is 6 plus. What's that? Okay, I have down here written 6 plus 2d6. What is
Okay, 6 plus 2d6, and then add your ranged attack bonus to it, which is probably like 2. Why was 6 plus 2d6 turned into 2d8 plus 3?
I'm sorry, what?
There we go. No, the thing
Oh,
flickered
that was
at me.
my roll to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said I should add my range attack bonus 2 to that?
Right. So not the proficiency. There is a ranged attack bonus. It's like a straight damage bonus. It's a stat on its own. It begins as equivalent to your mind score, and then you can boost it up through character progression. So if you haven't boosted it up at all, then it's just a +2, because that's what your mind was, right? Or it's
My
a
mind was
+3.
3.
Yeah, so +3.
Okay, so that should be 2d6 plus 9 then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Nice. So you do wound him.
And I'll
That's
just
your
pop-
end of your attack, yeah.
Yeah, behind the thing if I
Okay.
can. If not, I'm
Well,
I'm
you
there,
have
and that's the
you've done
choices
what's
I made.
called popping out. So you have a covered position that you leaned out against to fire, so somebody else can shoot back at you, and you've got an exposed position. You still get cover, but you're not completely hidden.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if not, then what I was saying is if I can. If not, then those are the choices I made.
Yep. All right,
This is the
Wines.
bad thing.
Okay. So, real quick question.
Mhm.
I've got the ability hit and run. Roll dodge save if you would trigger a threat response.
Okay.
If success, there's no trigger.
Right.
That's only for movement?
Yeah, that's the threat response is only walking within 2 hexes of an enemy.
Got it. Okay. Well, when do I recover from being dazed?
You lose a turn for it, I believe. So I think this is your day's turn. Let me find
Okay,
out.
then I'm dazed.
Stun. Yeah, I'll make sure. Click. Stun. Deal damage to normal. Victor's knocked prone. Alright, how does he fit? Oh, actually, no. All it does is knock you prone. So you
Okay.
were knocked over. You have to spend a turn, or you have to spend an action getting back up. He'll get to swing at you as you do,
Okay.
but you still get your turn.
All right. Stand up and provoke.
Okay, so he will swing. He's going to use 2 hands on it because it's the perfect opportunity, which means I'm
Yep.
guaranteed to miss because I'm using 2 hands on it.
Huh.
Baton, here we go. Roll 2d8 plus 4. Oh my god.
Wow.
He goes to swing and lets go too early, and the thing goes flying against the back wall and bounces back toward him.
My weapon.
He will have to spend the next round the next turn grabbing it. It's a reload result. It bounces back to his feet and he scrambles and grabs it really quick.
Okay.
But well, he can't do that until his turn. So right now he is unarmed because that was your turn that you were getting up.
Okay. Well, I got up. Smack him.
All right. He has no weapon to defend with because he dropped it.
Good. All right. So body 3.
I'm just poking around the corner, and I'm like, really?
Hey, it's a heated moment,
Amazing
all
display
right?
of ineptitude.
It's a
I
heated,
know. I'm just like, Really?
Yeah, well, don't laugh too hard, because if you roll the same thing, you will get a reload result on claws that are attached to you. So, I mean, that's...
So the difficulty I'm going against is 2, correct?
It's 2, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be really awkward if you have to reload your claws.
Yeah, you chip the nail.
No, what'll happen is the little safety things will come off, and he has
Yeah.
to spend a moment to pick
To,
them
like,
off the ground
Reinsert
and lightly
them.
reattach them.
Okay. That was your attack roll? Yeah, you hit.
Not bad.
Go ahead and do damage. 16 will do 1 wound perfectly. You do 1 slash on the side. He holds up his hand in defense, and there is there's a little floating up, little skull and crossbones pop up, and he goes, "Oh, I totally had him." I totally. It's dark. You can't tell.
Hyenas.
He
Yes.
sits down.
Okay, so that's a move action for standing, an attack action. I'm
Yep.
done?
You have a
Okay.
third action. You can move or attack.
All right.
You still got dude over there in the corner.
I would like to move a bit and try to take cover.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Try to hide behind the desk to what extent is possible.
Okay. I mean they're fairly solid, so you probably can't completely hide, but you're fairly obscured.
Sure. Excellent.
All right. Down here we got Daigo on the stairs. You are taking fire from the side. They haven't been able to hit you yet, but they definitely know you're there.
Okay, let me check to make sure I'm still logged in.
Okay.
And I'm still logged in.
Okay.
Okay. Small change of tactics. Can I flip through the menus on this gun and change the ordnance it's using?
Depending. What are you trying to do?
Is there a flamethrower setting?
No, there is not.
No.
They have not attached a flamethrower to it.
Oh,
Aw.
You can change the
Okay.
ammunition it's using though. So if you wanted to load it with special ammunition.
Let's see. Mostly I want to get some area of effects sort of thing. Something like
Explosive
that.
ammo would do that.
Perfect. Okay, flip through the dials and try and find that.
All right, so it will spend a round going, or a turn, or an action rather, chunking in the new ammo, and then you can take your shot.
Okay. So I can't take an attack this round?
No, you can. You had to spend 1 action changing the ammo in. So
okay, then
your
I
next
will
action
take
can
a
be that.
shot at the 2 birds down there.
Okay, let me get to this ammo so I can. Yes. Here we go. Explosive. Weapon treats full covers, half cover, allowing it to fire enemies behind walls that are blocked by hacks. If the enemy is reduced by 0 wounds with this, their body explodes as per grenade. So which one do you want to shoot at?
It didn't matter. Wait, go away. We'll go for that one. The one close to the door.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Difficulty is this is still dark over there, so it's going to be difficulty 3 to see, because you had failed the initial spot.
Oh, yuck. Okay.
Oh no, wait, you're shooting through the turret, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the turret's got night vision, so difficulty 2.
Okay. And it's mines, so I'm good there.
Mhm.
Plus ranged attack bonus.
+1, because that's the weapons stat.
Okay, that looks solid.
Okay. Yep, definite hit.
Okay. Well, I'll chuck a grenade at them.
Well, so it just it shoots like a rifle does. If you manage to kill one of them, they will blow up. That's what
Oh,
the ammo
neat.
does. Yeah.
Okay, so the damage is 2d8.
Yeah, whatever your last damage roll was, if you still got it, because I have to go up to it. You can just press up. You'll cycle through previous rolls. I think it was like 9 plus 2d6 or something, or 9 plus 2d8.
There's been so many rolls.
Yeah, but you haven't rolled so many. If you just press the up button, your old rolls will appear.
No.
It's not working?
No.
Interesting.
Um,
I'm assuming you guys aren't using an actual desktop because it works on.
Uh,
it's a tablet.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
might
why.
that might be why. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. Hang on. There's
I'll
your
write it
rifle.
down
Assault
this
rifle.
time.
It's 4 plus 3d8, and then you had an additional 3 for mine, so like 7 plus 3d8.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, not great. Doesn't seem to damage him. You see sparks coming off the armor as he hunkers down and stuff, but he weathers the storm. You still have one more action if you'd like.
I can't make a second attack.
You can.
Okay. So same roll to hit, and then
Okay.
okay to hit.
Solid.
Can't do that with a stick.
Very nice.
Holy crap! Nice.
So that'll hit.
Heck.
There you
Ooh,
go. All right. So that is actually enough to do 2 wounds, because you were carried over from the 14 that you had versus the 16 that he had.
Cool.
So you got 12, and 16 was his endure, so you do 2 wounds to him. Okay. There's the sparks and stuff flying off of the simulated explosive ammo that have not yet gone off and discharged, but he sees that he's taken damage.
Okay. And I guess that's it for me.
Yep, that's it for you. He is concerned and is going to fall back toward this door, and we'll take a shot on the turret, actually, since that seems to be what's shooting
Dare
at
they fall back? There went my grand plan.
him.
I was gonna move south and then grapple belt and slide over to them and then engage into melee combat using my dual pistols for gun fu.
Nice.
It was gonna look awesome.
Maybe there's still time. You can use that on walls too, though. Like if you're just trying to cruise the distance and stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think so.
Shit. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna go look at grapple belt again.
Yeah, have a look and see if it's either that or the one
It's 8
below it.
X's. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking at it for mostly.
Dash roll D6 plus D8 plus 4 plus 3 rather. Not 26. There we go. Okay, that will hit the turret. He will go for damage.
Not my turret.
Pretty solid. Goes for a second shot. Actually misses the turret. He's very upset about that. He's actually going to reroll the 3. Roll D8. There we go. That will hit. And damage will push it over. So the turret has taken 2 wounds.
Poor baby. No.
You're gonna have to go over there and smack it with a hammer a few times.
And he will use... No, that's it. That's the end of his actions. Alright, next person inside here is going to cruise over this way. And guard the door.
If only someone knew he was standing there and had a shot. That's a problem.
This guy is gone. This guy is gone. This guy is the guy in the corner. No, this guy's the guy who's right here. He is going to help his buddy shoot at the turret. Rattles off, does a nice shot. The turret sparks and falls.
No.
Deactivated. He will take a shot at stairs. Miss. and decide that that's not working out too well, he will actually go. I think he's going to back up this way toward his friend. They're staying close to each other.
Told them not to stand next to each other.
Spacey!
I've also been telling them to stop holding hands.
Lovebirds.
Doesn't stop behavior.
You're up.
All right.
Birds of a feather.
I mean, just out of character. You guys feel like you got the sniper?
They keep shooting at me.
Do you want me to go help with that? I mean,
I'm gonna mess with their heads.
okay, because I was just thinking, I have the matter hose, and if I go over there, I can just wall them in. I mean, I can basically put them in a timeout. But I mean, if you want to like go fight it, I don't want to steal that from you. But I really want to play with the matter hose right now.
Oh, knock yourself out. Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
All right.
I mean, I don't want to get in the way of your joy.
Or a matter hose.
Yeah.
Whatever
Well, the
flavor
other
it is.
option is I can go play to the south, which could be fun because I was gonna make some supporting structures right here, so we have cover while we go after them. But all right,
I
well,
mean-
I'm.
That is a lot of firepower on a very, very small dog.
They're doing fine. I don't think he's been hit, has he?
No, so far the stairway has been protecting him very well, but if they decide to rush the stairway, it may be different. He doesn't have a turret guarding him anymore.
That's a matter of opinion.
I thought there was one in the cafeteria.
There is one in the cafeteria.
Yeah, they made a bad choice. Okay, so I'm gonna go play with my friend. I'm going to grapple belt across, I believe, to here. Do I need to do an attack roll on the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
Please don't hit me.
Well, actually, let me measure this really quick because I need to get within 8 hexes of that guy. So I'll take a. I'm thinking a move swapping for pistol's light, swapping to the matter hose. That's 1, 2. There, and then I can go. How far can I shoot? I need to get to about here, I think, to be within. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna try and shoot to here. Put a little mark where I'm trying to go to. I guess. I have equilibrium, so because I made an equilibrium character, so I can stunt like crazy to get through there.
Okay.
So let's do the attack. It's still difficulty 2, right?
No, the stunts are difficulty 3.
Oh, for the attacking with the grapple belt though?
Oh yeah, no, that's that. Yeah. What are you
Okay,
aiming at?
'cause-
The ceiling?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I have to, or the desk right there.
No, the desk you might actually pull to you. I mean, the desk is just a desk.
Okay.
Oh, swing from the ceiling. That sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
Swing from the ceiling.
I'll swing from the ceiling. I'll swing
Or
over.
stick to the ceiling and shoot down. That's
Yeah,
even more amazing.
I'm gonna do this, and like I said, I have the reclaim equilibrium, so most of my stunts are pretty damn awesome.
Alright.
It's gonna be great.
So what do you want to do?
Alright.
Are you trying to get up there and stick to the ceiling?
Yeah, sure. What the hell? We'll do that, and
Alright.
then I want to make this look awesome. But first, it's a difficulty 2 to attack, so I want to do that.
This is making me like deeply regret not buying one of those belts.
It's the thing with
Alright.
utility objects.
All right,
is they're
so
always
I'm
fun.
attacking.
Okay.
I can go over there. Do I need? And I
Yep,
do
yep.
I need to do a roll to get to that point, or no? It's just.
Well, no,
I do it?
it'll withdraw. It'll draw you all the way up there. If you're going to try to stay there and stand there like stably, then yeah, you're going to need to do like an athletics check to stay normally.
Okay. Okay. Well, I want to double check what equilibrium gives me. I can judge physical action before taking it. My stunts are simplified and that kind of stuff.
Okay,
So
so
I have
I'll
some
simplify it.
simplified.
Yeah,
simplified,
do a difficulty 2 athletics check instead of 3.
difficulty 2. All right, and I have no
There's-
boon in this, so it is equal. So 2d8
Up here.
plus 2. Please be awesome.
Pretty
Yes.
solid. All right. You
Alright,
snap up
I
to the
just-
ceiling upside down and stand there.
Yep, and then I would like to use the matter hose that I have prepared on my way.
Oh, unfortunately, the matter hose is not set to work upside down. It spills all its stuff on the ground.
Oh,
Oh, no, it's okay. All right.
Alright, so I'm matter hosing. So
Alright.
matter hose, I roll a d4, I believe.
Should say on the gun.
I'm having to go
I
through
hope.
various parts of the book very quickly. Sorry.
I'm trying to find it
yeah,
here.
I roll a d4, and the amount is how much mass I get. So.
Okay.
D4, Lehigh. Yes.
Nice.
Walling him in. It takes 1 for every 3 feet. It's on the desk, right?
The gun is on the desk, yeah, on front of him.
Yeah, I'm walling that in
Okay.
to the,
So you can
to the
spray it all
ceiling.
over it.
And then I would like to, because that would be 2 uses of it, right? To go floor to ceiling on that one.
I am checking right here. Okay, weapon target's hexes does not roll. D4 results in the mass painter uses you get. Create a raised area of cover the target hex. Covers 3 feet tall by 1 foot wide. Multiple stacks can be used. Yeah. So if you're trying to like make a stack from the floor to the ceiling there, that's gonna take like 3 uses because
Okay.
it's an 8-foot ceiling.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, it's on the
Alright,
desk. So I guess 2 uses if you don't want to go under the
Yeah,
desk.
I want to do 2 uses, get that to the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then I am going to. I can make another one that's just a regular thing, and I'm going to make a little
I can hear it from you,
um,
but it's still louder.
protective place right here. Because I can do that, right?
Yeah.
I'll make a.
What's on spread on
Or
top
actually-
to make walls for some of those very heavy possible government structures. Yeah, you don't have to do it right next to each other.
Oh, you don't? Oh, actually, should I shoot the window? Should I fill in the window, guys? Which is more tasty? Do you want cover for you guys as you approach, or do you want window? Oh, actually, I have to shoot it within 8 hexes of me. Can I hit the door? No, I can't. Damn it.
Do you want to wall everybody in
I'm
with
like-
the person?
No, I wanted to put a little barrier there so we could shoot out the door without having things getting us.
That's true.
That would have been really good.
If
Yeah,
you
I'll
can-
just. What would you say?
If you can force that guy to move before he uses a stupid gun again, that's
Well,
a
I
big
just-
plus.
I just walled it to the.
She made a mountain of stuff on top of the gun, so it's kind
The
of
gun doesn't move now.
yeah. The gun is
So the gun-
placed.
All right, but I have a little bit left. I could make it so he has to go north or south. I could make a little thing. I'll put it right here. We'll just put it right there. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Batter hose, and then that was my support action, my move action, and my attack action. So I'm done.
Yeah.
And I looked really awesome doing it.
All right, Wines. A large tower has just been made on top of the gun on the far end. The gun is still accessible, but only facing in one direction. It doesn't look like it's going to move in a hurry.
Good.
Alphonse is very jealous. He just watched you sail by on this like grappling, just like
On this
That's
tether that I just like perfectly just like. I had a really dumb build idea and it's coming out. I like it.
All right, we're about to show off why I was scouted.
Ooh.
There's
I've been jealous of the person with the sentry gun the whole time. I'm like, why didn't I think to do hacking?
we will dash pretty much across the room
Damn.
and drop a sword on his head.
So actually, how big is that cover that's right in front of you right now?
it's at the top of the ceiling because I'm starting at the top and gonna go down.
So I guess don't swing overhead. In that case, that cover is
Yeah.
useless to everybody. Congratulations.
It's useless. It's useless. Well, I did it on purpose that way. I want to wall him in. I don't want him to get away. I don't want him to use it as cover.
All right, then we will swing under the cover.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Nice. Does it meet?
No, it's above.
Oh, damn.
And that will do 1 wound. So you do a nice swing in that cleanly does a unit of damage to him.
I'm just gonna call from across the room. Adapt to the situation.
Yeah, that's it for you, right? You had 2 moves.
Yes, 2 moves and attack.
Okay. He is going to adapt to the
jealous of your
situation.
movement.
He's going to be like, "Yes, sir," and promptly leap sideways out the window. You can do an attack on him as he departs.
See, I knew I should have walled the window.
Yeah, we're in the moment. I'll take a swing.
It's a miss.
At least it's not a repeat of last year.
He does a neat little dive sideways and flumply swoops away from the end there. He is going to combat fly into this room.
Wow. I thought you had to go in a straight line. Oh, okay, I guess he must have all the extra stuff.
They're good at it.
I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that when I combat fly.
Oh, that's
be
actually,
able
I
to
mean,
take-
that's if you're using combat flying. He started flying. I mean, he can just
Oh.
fly.
Yeah. Cheater. I had
Alright.
to leap.
You guys are clear. He disappears. Alphonse, you are up.
Okay. I got it this time. Did that guy go at the window? Okay. All right. Well, I see. This is taken care of.
Also, you actually responded to your name.
I know. I got it right. I'm so proud of me.
I believed in you.
At one point in history. Oh boy, that's a long ways with no cover.
I'll make you cover on the way.
Just go faster.
Go through the wall.
Go out the window.
This is the point where you activate your transcendent implant that we all know you have.
I don't.
Damn it! Why didn't
I have-
anybody get a transcendent implant?
I don't have a transcendent implant this time. I had one last time and I mostly forgot to use it.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for a big fancy time to do it, and that just never struck out to me. So I was just like,
I've become one of those people that I don't wait for big fancy moments. I just all or nothing. Which means by the time we get to the final fight, I'm just kind of, well, this is a lot more of a struggle, guys.
okay. I think I agree with playing this one safe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You gonna go out the window?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out this window and in this one.
And this is how the tiny dog dies.
Goodbye.
I don't know. A part of the other option that I'm thinking of is going from there to right here and just kind of jumping down the stairs. And
It's the other way I die.
As long as you stop yourself going down the stairs and do not complete the action.
well, I was thinking like midway down the stairs and shooting, to take cover there also.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a
But-
bad idea. Take cover at the stairwell, and then
That was my other idea.
Mhm.
And I think
anybody bring a D-res enzyme? I know where we can get a really good rifle.
Just fires hologram bullets.
I'm just saying for the simulation.
no.
I think you might be better off going this way than trying to risk going out a window that. I mean, they could fly. Can you fly? Are you winged?
I don't
No.
think anybody's got wings, yeah. Just the...
You have suction cup hands?
No, I don't have any of that good stuff. I was
Okay.
just gonna be climbing. I was just gonna try to do something fancy.
I'm just worried that you'd hurt yourself.
That is a distinct possibility.
Don't let
We
her
have
stop
had
you. She's
games
not
where
telling you
some-
anything like that. Do it.
I'm actually feeling better, like just personally better about this one. Okay.
It is a good one. Ducking down next to the micro.
Sim's not in your head. Come on. Coward. Bungee jump.
Well, also I can get here now, and I would take next turn to get over there.
How many people have actually gotten killed bungee jumping? Like, what, 2, 3 a week?
Didn't Kronos and Toby both fall out of a building trying to go out through the
Yeah,
windows?
Kronos leapt out of a building.
No, I'm not talking about that character. I was talking about his cog.
Oh. No, he
Yeah.
drowned in
Yeah,
Ganymede because he
wheel.
couldn't swim. Actually, it was Europa. But, yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It ended badly.
I feel like if I tried to do that, I would, I would try to do like a homemade bungee thing. I would die not because the bungee cord snapped, but because I failed to measure it. There's still 30 feet left when I hit the ground.
I'm
Alright,
glad you're in
so-
the stair with us.
What are you doing down there?
I am. I am going to Wait a minute. Shit. Hold on. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not gonna work. I am. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take one of my patch kits, and I'm gonna chuck it at this gosh darn flashlight.
Why?
Because it is positioned as bad as it possibly can be for it. And I figure any position that I can create other than this is optimal.
There is that. Okay. So let me look at throwing really quick. Throwing. Here we go. Okay. Within 5 hexes is difficulty 1, which is what that is. So body athletics check, difficulty 1.
Okie dokie. Let's see here. So I have 1 in body
So 2d8.
and 1 in athletics.
2d8 plus 1.
3 plus 1. Oops, that is the wrong symbol. That is not going to create a roll. There we go. And I apologize to all the other players who had to wait on me to do all that.
You were down a little bit. Do you want to try to reroll anything?
Yes. Hold on.
Reroll the 4, maybe.
Yeah, I'll reroll that 4. That's even worse.
No
honestly.
good.
That's
Okay,
the same
so-
thing that happened last time I did that.
It'll scatter. Slash roll d6. It's gonna go 1, so it doesn't quite go far enough. You hit it, and in true FPS style, you got the angle wrong, and it bounced off the gate in front of you.
I like
Lands.
the idea that there's like a slight, there's now like a slight box in front of it. So there's just like a little bit of a diffusion. And I'm just like, yeah, that was what I was going for.
Yeah, totally it. Have created more cover. I got this.
They'll never see you now.
Mm-hmm. You also.
All right, I'm done. Let somebody else do something.
Okay.
Right.
Move. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 move. Move. 1, 2, 3. Oop. Hold on. 3, 4.
Wait,
If
don't
I- if I-
actually jump out the window. No.
Oh, getting there. I'm limited to 2 moves per turn. Can
No,
I go
you can
for
do a third if you want to do a bonus action with it.
Sure. So
Alright,
what do I
so-
need to roll for that?
You roll 2d10. You're trying to get equal or under your initiative score.
Initiative score. Okay.
No good.
Nope.
All right. That
Okay.
that eats up your third action to do it. So
No problem. I'm headed for the window, and I'm messing with the grapple belt.
Puff Dog.
Okay, I am not sure if I'm logged. Okay, let me make sure I'm still logged in.
And let me see if that is supposed to be going up every turn. I think it is.
No.
Slash roll. Hacking. No, not slash roll. What am I doing? Hacking. There we go. Hacking. Kicking a hacker.
Yes, no?
I'm checking right now.
Ah.
You know, I don't think it does.
You may reconsider that later. Okay, still logged in.
You're still good.
Okay, so can I change the level of simulated damage that's been inflicted on my turret? If it's just
no, because you're in
numbers.
combat. It's got to be in order to do anything in combat, it's the malware stuff. For actual programming, you'd have to write a program to do that. So you can spend the next, 15 minutes writing that program while
Sure.
everybody's shooting around you. But
The malware is optimized
right.
for this. Okay, never mind then. I will. Regardless, the turret is going to appear to turn towards my special friends, and I'm getting my flamethrower as I throw the image with signal spin of a gout of flame spraying towards them.
Ooh, neat.
If
Okay.
they want to test it, they're welcome to, but I don't see the difference between simulated damage and hologram damage at this point.
All right. Let me see here.
This is pretty noisy though, so it's going to alert all the admins that I'm doing this. But they
Like, I
probably
think it was
already
like
know.
that big roar of like the Overwatch music coming of, and then just like fire just.
Oh, decision to breach the breach I think is real. Okay. So it's quite convincing. You do it and the whole room lights up. There's a big gout of flame that fires up this way. They look like they are quite concerned about that momentarily. And you can feel the system kick you out at the end of it.
Okay.
Funk. It is now their turn, unless you want to do something else.
Where's my friends? Where are all my allies?
Well, the same thing that happened every other time you partied with them, I would imagine. They've disappeared.
Oh. Where are you guys? Hello? Hello? Well, I've got Alphonse here. Where'd everybody go?
Like they're in the next room, dealing with the sniper who jumped out the window.
Okay. I'll use the fire to give me some cover and bolt off to the room where they were in.
Okay.
But I'm having trouble moving. Do I have?
Poor Alphonse, you're gonna get left there by yourself.
There we are. That's why. Okay, so I can move 3, I guess.
Yeah, you can move your movement per action.
Assuming I can move anything. Okay, so there's one attack, I guess. That's probably all I have.
No, you made an attack. You've made one move. You can make a second move if you want to.
Okay. I don't know how I'm doing angles. If I go there, I'd like to. My move is 3.
Yeah.
I think that's about 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're fine there.
Okay.
So you get to there.
Okie dokie.
The first crow down there goes. The flame is a new feature. They will duck behind the wall. They don't like that at all. You can't see what they do after that. Next person goes is the person down in here. He is having a conversation with the guy that just came in behind him. This person down here, likewise, not happy with fire being a thing. So they have ducked. You can Alphonse can see them duck into the back room over here. And then it is your turn. Kissed.
Alright, so disengaging from the ceiling. Does that take an action?
Unless you want to fall on your head, yes.
Is that considered part of my move or no?
You can stunt downward, yeah.
I would like to stunt downward.
Okay.
And I'll use my movement.
So
I'm
difficulty
assuming
2.
that's difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Alright. And I have simplify on this.
That was already simplified. Stunts begin at 3.
Okay.
There you go.
I look like a boss.
She just kicks a leg forward like she's walking and then tilts downward and lands continuing the walk. Her hands may have actually been in her pockets the entire time.
Mm-hmm. I am going to. I'm so sorry about this, my little friend. Support action, reloading the grapple belt.
Yeah.
I need to go out there, and you're in my way.
God damn!
I think you don't want to be there, right?
Well, I may not have
Do
a
you
choice
not
in
want
that.
to be in that doorway? Do you not want to get shot at?
There's
No, I
actually
just ran out of
nothing.
steam there.
There's nothing for you to really latch onto out there. I mean, it's a
No,
doorway. You can't hit the ceiling.
I'm going to pull him to me so he's not in the line to get shot. That's
Oh.
what I'm gonna do. I need him out of the door anyway, so I might as well just pull him over.
What's his total mass?
4?
Ooh, that's actually a problem.
No, that would be that you pull him to you.
No, I have a massive 4.
Why did you
so-
think you were going to successfully pull anything to you?
I didn't read that part. 'cause
You,
when I
you,
I
you
was
have the
also
Attack
that
on
part.
Titan 3D mobility device is what you have. This is the only thing that
this
this
is what I have.
does.
Alright, so I think that this will be either one of us is going to the other, basically.
Pretty much. I think you're going there. Yeah.
Well,
If their mass is equal, do they just meet in the middle?
I think you can probably choose if it's equal.
Alright, you could not struggle, and I could pull you out of the doorway. Not struggling is an option.
Yeah, I don't think I'll fight this, but I'm not really expecting it either.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I meet the difficulty for this. It has an item score, a gear score of 1, but it doesn't seem like it has an attack.
No,
rate
it
score.
doesn't have an accuracy score now.
All right, so I'm gonna try and hit the little dog with it.
Yeah.
I miss.
No, you miss.
I miss. Damn it!
After all of your hardcore stuff, she just shoots at you from across the corner. Quick, Sam, pretend there was somebody behind him.
I look like I'm trying to really carefully. It goes right over your head and then retracts.
I'm just fiddling with your belt. I don't know. Right now?
Damn it! Okay, and that's my turn.
Yeah.
If he was a foot taller, I would have hit.
If he was a foot taller,
That's
you'd
what
get
I'm
retracted to him. Alright,
Well,
Ashtar,
yeah.
you're up.
It was either that or I just moved over to be right up against you anyway, so.
Ashtar.
Now, do I need to go into stealth if there's no enemies that can see me at the moment, but I'm kind of assuming one might be coming back?
If you want to hide someplace, yeah, you just do like a hide check. Pretty good.
I'll take it.
Where are you trying to hide, though?
So I'm basically just hiding in the cover that I'm already in. There's no one really to see me.
Yep.
And then we will take 2 move actions to get over here into cover.
Okay.
And basically hunker down.
Cool. 8 is this guy over here. He will go over there. You guys haven't heard a whole lot of noise coming from down the hall. The Alphons, you did see them retreat into that doorway after the kind of flame display. Since then, all has been kind of quiet on that end.
What are you gonna do, Alphonse?
Fox, you're Alphonse still.
Sorry, I was muted. I got it right. I just didn't get my mic turned back on. I keep worrying that I'm breathing into the microphone and bothering everybody. So
Yeah, I actually haven't heard you breathe, so that's fine. I just was questioning your ability to be alive.
No, this is the thing wrong. It's fine. Okay. So the worst thing I could do here is start to let my competitiveness take over and make me break rules
Do it.
and do something risky, but I feel like we're
Just
definitely
don't
being
permanently
graded on
damage
this.
anybody.
Definitely being graded on this, and we're now down. And now I'm down too, so I gotta catch up. So I'm gonna 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pursue these guys.
Okay. There are a pair of double doors there, like cantina doors, basically.
Oh, do they open out? Do they open in?
They don't open at all. Remarkably, they are turned off, much like everything else. You will have to manually open them, which is a strange experience for many of you.
Huh.
But they can open in either direction.
Oh, can I say that I picked up my can I just say that I picked up the flashlight and the thing that I threw at it
If you're
earlier?
grabbing both of them, it's going to be support action, yeah.
That's fine. I'll just say that that's what I did, and then I put it here.
Okay. See if you got
And,
over to there. Do you want to tell anybody what's up? Because they can't really see.
No, they're gonna get in the way of my score.
Fair enough.
And
This is suddenly about your score, not the fact that we're scoring the students that we're testing.
hey, that's what they
You got
say.
this all backwards
That's
now
what
in
they
your
say.
head.
That's part of the test.
Winds is
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Running up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I open the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Glancing out the window, do I see any open windows that the bird went in when he left?
Do a perceive check, difficulty 1. Body perceive.
Body perceive. Okay. Difficulty 1. So I'm 1 up. And I add nothing to that, correct?
You
It's
had
just
your body stat score.
body stat. Got it.
Isn't it the perceive?
No, the perceive is the
Dice.
difficulty. The stat score gets added in place of a proficiency.
Oh, okay.
It's basically like when you're looking with your body, you're using all of your body senses, so it's just your stat score that's added to it. Pretty good. You see 2 windows that are open. You see one that is over here, and you also see another one further down over here.
Okay, well, I am going to take the grapple belt if I have 1 action left.
Mhm.
Okay, lean out and try to shoot the grapple up around. How do I click on things? Well, anyways,
Click and hold.
You're on the arrow.
Click and
just
hold.
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
Fire the grapple around here, except up on the roof, so that subsequently I want to try to swing out the window and in the other one. But
Do you want to
Next
get into
turn.
the window that's over here, or do you want to get in the window that's on the far end?
We only have
Um,
hexes at range.
Yeah, well, that's the range of the thing. But if he's trying to do some geometry shit here,
Oh.
yeah, he-
Oh.
I'll go for the closer one.
uh,
But so I'll shoot the grapple, and then next turn we'll see if I can make it.
well, I mean, you can take the action now. It's a stunt. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just a movement. So you were going to basically like I don't know if you can it would take a little while if you want to try to shoot it and then kind of rappel off the wall here and then swing in. But if you just wanted to leap baller style out the window and then shoot it into the other window and get withdrawn inside, that would be one rather slick move. And besides, you're on Mars. Come on, it's only 2 stories up.
Okay, sure, why not? Let's try it.
There we go.
I'm glad my back's to you right now.
So what do we need for that?
What kind of like hyena matron would not go for this is all I need to know. So you're going to do a combination here. The stunt itself is pretty difficult. We're going to say it's difficulty 3, and then you need to actually hit the wall. So
Okay.
roll the stunt, body athletics, difficulty 3.
Body athletics difficulty 3. Okay, so I'm even. In athletics, I have the improved. I'm sorry, the terminology fails me. Whatever the positive modifier
Simplify?
is on the athletics. Simplify, thank you.
Okay, so
Simplify.
the simplify lowers the difficulty. So it's actually difficulty 2 for you.
Okay, cool. 1d10, 1d8.
The only place you really get boons from is from the character creation. Simplify can be from equipment or from other stuff, and so
Okay.
you'll want to check which one it is. But
Sure.
you might have both.
I think I just have just one. All right, and then
Okay.
plus my athletic skill.
Oh no, wait, this was the same one that you had earlier, right? Which was a boon, I think, for athletics. Because I thought you did an athletics check earlier, and we checked this, and you had a boon in it.
Do you have their character sheet? Can you look?
Character sheet. Where would this be?
Well, they're right next to the proficiency on the one that I wrote, but
Okay, I've got the uptick mark.
yeah, so that's the boon. So make it so
Boon,
you
okay.
pass on a 10, basically.
Okay. Well, I didn't roll a 10. But now would be the good time to spend that last point of readiness,
It
wouldn't it?
would, yeah. I'd probably reroll. Oh, do you want to reroll the 3 or the 2? Because the 3 is on a D10. It's a better die.
Interesting point. Yeah, sure, why not? That's better.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, still not quite on. No, wait, that's fine because you got a 10. You got a boon in it.
Woot.
Yeah,
Okay.
you made it, barely.
Yeah.
Your athletic skill. So you leap out, you've got the right angle, go for the shot. It's a ranged attack.
Okay, range attack. All right. And that would be mind.
Difficulty 2.
Mind
Okay,
range combat.
so 2 versus 2.
Mhm.
Range combat
2d8.
is nothing.
It's 2d8, and then your range combat score is nothing.
Nope.
Oh well, I hope you hit. Hang on, I think you might not have.
Whoops.
I'm checking. There's a thing for mobile objects. Shooting range, flank shooting side. Shooting stationary objects. Evade score of 8.
Oh, nice.
You made it.
Yeah.
So
That was
nobody
close.
knowing how close you were to descending to horrible fate, you leap out sideways, spin around, shoot the thing to the side here, and are retracted right inside.
Woot. I will take that. All right.
Okay.
I assume that's it for my turn.
Yeah, that's it for yours.
I'll be spending the next round and a half industriously logging back into the system. Once I get to a safer place than this hall. So,
Are you gonna move and then
yeah.
you're gonna hide in that corner?
Yep, and then practice my hacking.
Alright, go ahead and try to roll for it.
Is that
It's mind,
engineering or
sabotage.
logic? Sabotage, that's right.
Mind and sabotage. Difficulty 2.
Okay, and I have a boon.
Okay, so
So
going
I'm
for
just
10s.
Yeah, they know I'm in, so I'll just go for 10s, yeah. Damn it. Oh,
Oh, good.
do I get another shot or?
Yeah, you can use another action on it. It's a support action. Still
No.
no. You're apparently flustered.
Yeah,
You didn't say the magic word.
I say a bad word.
That's not the magic word.
Alright. Let's hold for a second here. What are people's kind of immediate plans for it? They appear to have moved down to that room. Are you guys going to be advancing in that direction or not? Because we have a boss fight
yeah.
coming up, but it sounds like it's late. So.
I was gonna Spider-Man that way.
Yeah, I was saying that down that way too.
Okay. Do we wanna do this final fight here before we stop, or?
I'm fine either way.
Do we
it's-
want to like fast forward past these NPCs and just like get us set up to breach into the room with the boss or something, or?
Well, that's what I was saying. Is like if you're just gonna go for that final conflict, then let's just move everybody down there and get them all set up.
Yeah, that sounds good. We could probably handle it a little bit longer, but it is starting to get a little bit late for us.
Okay, so you will basically set up to where you want to breach at, which I assume is this door over here, unless somebody else has another plan. I'm gonna say this guy flees out. Actually, you got in there pretty quick, so there's probably a fight that takes place over here. We'll knock him out by virtue of your.
He got hit by the wire.
He got hit by the wire. Okay. Where do you guys want to enter from? Like, what is your breach plan before you kind of get in there?
Well, which is this the cafeteria room? Is
Yeah,
that
that's
where
where the doorway is. And then when you get into the system, you can detect that there are at least 4 people in there.
we're going? I'll take that side.
Also, I'm gonna before I go in there, I'm gonna activate my clean sweep
Okay.
that I've had this entire time. I forgot about.
Well, it tells you the same thing. There's 4 people on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Okay.
I've
Ashtar,
reset
where do
my
you wanna
grapple
be?
belt, of course, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. The only 2 that didn't necessarily have set locations are Wines. Where do you want to be? And Ashtar, where do you want to be?
I'll be in front of the goddamn door.
Okay, getting ready for it. They are going to arrange themselves. All right, where's my boss fight? Allie, wake up! Da 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 da
You gotta get her in the game, you know
da
that,
da
right?
da.
Okay.
Ta-da!
I'm in the game.
She's already there.
Oh,
Let's change my name. Bam.
I don't like this.
What's going on?
I see this and I don't like it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, what's your name?
I had a guest star. This is Allie.
I'm Ali.
Allie has been in most of the other test games as well, and she dropped in here later, and I was like, here, I need you to shoot some people. So, as you guys peek through the doorway here,
I wanna
uploading
shoot my
file.
sister.
Well, she's actually your
I want to
prize
shoot my sister.
your prize
so-
student right here. That was leading this foray and saw that they were getting messed up and was like, no, we make our stand.
I gotta save the
cantina.
good guys.
Yeah. All right. So let's add her in.
I
Allie,
should
roll
roll it.
initiative.
Yes. Roll.
I'm just gonna be sitting here going, but where is
Just gonna
she?
do straight D10.
Alright.
5.
I don't like that you just did a straight D10.
All right. Let's add her in.
I know what that means. You just saved all your crap.
5.
Yeah.
So, Lila, what kind of armor are you wearing?
You have to find out.
Soon
I
you will
know.
know.
I know what Layla's wearing, and it's not okay.
Okay. Okay. Ashtar, if you are going to be doing the breaching, you are up at the top.
Wait a second. Kist was up at the top.
I
We're
just
switching?
I reset the. I mean, we can re-roll initiatives if you want, but I just had it reorder them.
I think I was at the top, so I'll do the breach. Is it actually a
Yeah.
closed door or no?
Yeah, the door is closed.
Is it openable?
Do you want to? Do you want to throw this flashlight again?
No, I don't. My flashlight's over there. That's fine. All right,
Oh,
so
no, no,
I
I
will.
picked it up.
I will try to breach the door.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'll try and charge it.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Do I need to do athletics?
If you're trying to like shoulder it down,
Can I stunt the crap out of athleticing it?
there's not much stunt to it. You just got to run into it.
I want
So,
to make a stunt. That'd be great. Okay,
body
so,
exert 3.
Body exert 3.
Mhm.
I could sabotage it.
You could, but that's picking it. It kind of depends on how much you want them to know that you're right outside the door or not.
Yeah. Now I need to look because body exert 3 that puts me under, I believe. Yeah, puts me under by 1. So, because I only have a body exert of 2. Okay, going for it and slam it into the door.
Nice. The door plams open.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Now, just a
Um,
second, real quick, because there's some
yeah.
stuff that goes down.
Yeah.
Is- Tink, 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 tink. There we go. Back over here. That one.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Proximity. 254. There we go. Detonates immediately. Okay. So as
not
you
a good
cross
word.
through, there is the door opens up, you bust through, and there is a grenade that goes off right here.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm assuming I get hit by that.
Yes, everybody in that area will get forward. You get to dodge as per grenades.
Okay,
So go ahead and
what-
roll dodge saves.
Oh, how?
So for dodge, it is you're rolling 2d8 and adding your total mass score to it. Your goal is to get under your evasion score.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So you need Alphonse and our shiny hyena girl to do it as well.
She got hit.
Big time.
And Alphonse,
Nice.
you're okay.
You're okay.
Oh,
You're
okay.
okay.
You're trying to get
Just
under
wanted
the
to
score. Yeah.
Low is good. Low is good.
So those of you who succeeded are taking half of this.
Very confusing. That. Oh dear.
Okay. Half of that, I take a wound.
Okay. It's rounded
Alright,
up. Everything rounds up.
So it's This is going against our endurers.
Yeah,
right?
it's straight damage like
Yeah.
like normal. So if it crosses
So
your endure
25
threshold,
or
you take one.
13.
Yeah, 13 or 25, whichever. If you rolled the save, it's 13.
Oh, actually, it's 13. I saved. I don't take a wound.
Okay.
I'll take a one.
Okay. So one goes
I will-
off on Osef. Then we've got that flashes off. You continue on through it. You've taken some damage.
All right. Well,
So-
I don't.
That's our base mass score plus everything else we get.
It's your total
Including,
mass
like, the
score. So
number of the
base
armor.
mass and your armor. Yeah.
Okay.
That was my movement.
Yeah.
And then I am going to roll using the matter hose.
Alright.
I love you guys. Alright, so matter hose, I am going to build some cover.
Alright.
How many people in this group actually need cover? Because you guys seem very melee.
I like cover a lot.
I am all pistol.
You're all pistol. I'm all pistol too. I'm gonna make some cover right here.
Alright.
I'm gonna make some cover right here because I care about me, and I can make one more. I'll
Make a
make
wall.
some cover right here. Okay, that way I'm not blocking who's running in. So I made some cover. I am going to roll again with the matter hose.
Okay.
And because I have a second action and I might as well use it to attack the matter hose. I can do 2. I will make.
Especially since it's a two-handed weapon, you'd have to swap it out.
Yeah, I know. It'd be a pain in the butt
Yeah.
to swap it out. Because I am a spiteful boss. She's standing on top of the table, isn't she?
Yes. Of course, posing dramatically.
Eh.
I think that's out of your range.
Oh yeah, I got
8 hex range.
8x range. Damn it. You smart cookie, you. That would have been glorious. Like I gotta delete that. Delete. Okay. Shit. These guys are behind tables though, so
Yep.
I'm gonna put one from here up
Yeah.
and one from here up right now.
Is that close enough?
The first guy definitely is.
1, 2,
I think
3,
the other
4,
one is.
5, 6,
But
7.
then
Nah, that
it-
looks like.
That's
10.
right on the edge on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I gotta get within that. So so yeah,
Put
that
it on
one.
the put it on the edge of the table just to obscure his line of sight. But...
Yeah, I'll just do it on the edge. I'm just obscuring his line of sight right now.
Alright.
Actually, I'll do it this way so he has to come more out around the corner. Draw him
Right.
towards the Malayers.
Okie dokie.
Can I ask
All I can
quick-
think of is that it looks like when you're shaking a 2-liter soda bottle just to get more to spray out of it. That's,
Yeah.
that's how it works.
Or actually, should I do more for me around different corners? I mean, should I like
Looks
defend
good right
my
now.
small- Yeah, it looks good right now. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I made some cover. Good luck, guys.
All right, Ashtar.
Real quick, can I ask a question?
Huh.
Is it significant that the thing exceeded that the damage exceeded my endure by more than one?
It means you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
If it's gone over your fade total twice.
Or
Uh,
your
your
endure
endure
total
total.
twice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has to,
okay.
every time it goes
Yeah.
over your endure, you take a wound. So if you
Yeah.
had 10 endure and you took 20 points of damage, you take 2 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and if you had 15 endure and you took 20 points of damage, you take 1 wound.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I'm fine. I just took a wound.
Yeah, with 5 left over. So the damage is only held on a per turn basis. Now that explosion has gone off, the excess damage is lost again. Your endure is back at 0. You just took the wound.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to yell out as I finish this off. Adjust to the situation, people.
She says back to her own folks. We did. Alright. Ashtar, you're up.
With apologies to those caught in it, a grenade is great cover for sneaking in. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that to. Ooh, that's not that great.
Not amazing.
Well,
though.
were you trying to hit a square? Because
No, he's trying to snake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I re-roll that with a readiness, or would that be a focus?
Nah, it's readiness.
Okay.
Everything in
Yeah, I'll
combat for that. Yeah.
spend a point to re-roll that D3,
Okay.
or
The 3.
The
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Combat sneaking
There we
is
go,
hella
pretty good.
delicious.
Nice.
Much
That's-
better.
Okay.
There's
Alright.
cover there.
Yeah,
I
pretty
made
good.
cover.
Where are you headed to?
Okay, so that one brings up to a 17.
Mhm.
I'll be moving in and crossing into cover over there.
Okay.
So that's probably going to be 4 attempts against a 17.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the mooks don't see it because they're mooks, and it just saves time.
I
But
will
Ally can
roll.
roll.
That and they're paying attention to their teacher. Teacher has a lesson for
Oh.
them.
And nope, don't see it.
Okay.
Layla's eyes are on me too.
All right. Mook the first. He does not have his gun anymore. He had to pick up something new. I'm gonna say he's got his sidearm now because he lost his big one. So.
Oh,
he's-
sorry. I was going to try and push move as well.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah,
You're going
roll.
for a third one.
Yeah. Is that a 2d10?
Yeah. It's,
Under
it's-
initiative?
It's 2d10 under initiative. Yeah.
Nope, nowhere near it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, so this guy is going to try to get some distance if he has to move anyway. So he's going to come out to here, and we'll attempt to shoot at.
I have some cover. And
Yeah.
there's also a big block going all the way to the ceiling right there.
Yeah, you've got half at least. All right, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit you if he does that. He's gonna try to use precision shot on his pistol to see if I can even pull it off. Slash roll d10 plus d8 plus pistol. Standard crystal is I hate how this does this. If you're wondering why everything is so like dramatically out of order in the weapons section, it's because when I drop the AI files into this quick export, it fucking like scatters
if you're using
them.
the MCIR,
There's the
10
handgun. I got it.
handgun,
It's
it's
right there.
accuracy 3.
Yeah. No good.
No.
Second shot. There we go. How's that?
Alright.
You're at plus 4 cover
How
though.
much cover? Plus 4 cover?
Yeah.
I have an evade of 16 without
Aw.
cover, so 20 with cover.
Okay. That is quite a miss. Like,
Peterson,
why is he so
get your act
short?
together.
Why are you so short? One over
HR.
here.
Where's the rest of you?
I'm not even playing a micro.
The one down the hall will also take a shot at you. We'll be using the rifle. No good. No good. What's this? Okay, sure. I'll just reverse my roll. That seems fine.
Carlson, really? Stop shaking. Lifer
Your
Batman,
psychological
Hyperdat.
warfare. All right, he does nothing.
Mhm.
Yeens.
All right. Move.
All I'm thinking is I'm not getting a
One.
bonus this year.
2, 3, 4,
I haven't trained them well enough. I failed.
4. Let's see if I can get one more move. Probably not.
Not quite.
Nope. I'm done there.
All right. Alphonse.
Okay, so this right here is cover.
hmm
How adequate is that? Like, would I be open to this guy?
Yeah. It's really not all that big. It's like a foot wide by 3 feet
Well,
tall.
the table will give you some cover anyway from that guy, because there's tables in between. So
If you're
maybe-
down low. I mean, all he has to do is kind of stand up over it, and he's got a decent angle. But
Hmm.
if you hug it, it'll give you something partial.
It's better than nothing right now.
Yeah. I go right there. And what's visibility like in this room?
It is fairly lit up. I'm gonna say they have lanterns in here because they counteracted the darkness. They had a little time to prepare.
Also, I'm not in control of that system anymore.
Fair
That's
enough.
true.
Lights might have just came back on at some point.
Okay, so taking a quick scan of the room. Who looks the most important?
Hi.
The really flashy looking one standing on top of the table.
I'm sad that my grin is not visible.
But
The one doing the adorable like anime girl pose is probably the one we have to worry about.
Okay, well, definitely my target. So I'm gonna take a shot there.
hit me.
What is my difficulty of the situation?
2.
It's-
It's standard range combat's 2. Standard all combat is 2.
So that is mind stat
Mhm.
against 2.
Yeah.
So I have a 3.
All right. So D8 and D10.
Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you. Don't fail me.
Which team are you rooting for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That unfortunately is a miss.
Did you add the weapons rating in that, by the way? Just making sure.
The weapons rating. Yes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
did you add your mind score?
Well, you don't add one score,
you don't
you add
add
your
the
range
weapons.
combat.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you add the range combat
Okay.
proficiency and the weapons accuracy rating.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, your range combat. Yeah.
Can I reroll that 3 though?
If you still got any readiness left.
Oh, I've got so much readiness.
Definitely worth doing.
Okay, let's see here. That's my D. Is that my 8? No, that's my 10. Okay.
I feel like I should have took a command build with this.
That's pretty good.
14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, you hit.
That's that becomes an 18.
18,
I
yeah.
believe.
It's a hit.
Okay, so that is 2d6 plus 9. Where is my thing? I don't feel like retyping that. Flat.
14.
Not a wound, unfortunately.
No. That's so low.
Alright.
Okay.
Again?
Yep. Second
I
shot.
can, but that'll be a -3 for me.
Oh.
A negative 3.
Weapon. When rolling for attack, subtract 3 for each further.
No,
attack.
that's
no,
a good
that's the
thing.
roll to get your bonus attack.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
So the
okay.
the pistols get a bonus attack much easier than other weapons.
Oh, I see.
So you just do the same roll again.
Oh, all right. Okay, so that was this guy here.
15.
That's a miss.
That is a miss.
Okay. So now if you're going to attempt the, oh, but you moved. Okay. So yeah, you're out of actions now.
Yeah, so that's it. That's it for me.
All right. The superstar.
Okay. So, upon people breaching the room, Layla goes, "Hey, bad guys! In the name of love, I'll punish you." All that stuff, and
She has to check the script on her arm. Named love, punishing, etc. Okay.
yeah,
I like to think that
And-
you've got your hollow thing going up with like your whole speech that you're supposed to say, and just no, dismissive wave, blah blah blah.
yeah.
It's hard to
Then,
muster
she's
it up
gonna
for a
do-
simulation, you know.
It really is. I can't move my token's feet.
That's because that's where you stay. That is where you remain.
Svi, help me.
I'm trying. Hang on.
No, leave her there. I want to matter hose her in.
Controlled by there. Okay.
I need to matter
Thank you.
hose her in. That's what I need to do.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I swear, every time somebody says that, I think it's like some sort
No,
of
Allie,
transcendental
no.
leg wear.
No, Allie,
Yeah. Okay.
no. Why did
So-
you stand next to me?
You're going to hear her yell "shiny beam cannon" as I'm doing my FTT charge. Svi.
Okay. Which only has one now because it didn't happen.
Don't worry, I've got an internal reactor.
Okay.
Uh,
By the way, line attacks. I don't like them.
ooh. Right, does a 12 hit either of you over
No.
here?
I would imagine
Doesn't hit
not.
me.
I'm going to re-roll that second 8.
I'm assuming you get to ignore cover with this weapon.
Yes,
if remember
I do.
right?
For this one, yeah.
How much higher is that?
Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17.
That
Yep.
hits me.
Right. Okay.
Don't
Are
beat my
you-
endure.
Are either of them exploit?
No, not me.
Okay.
And I believe he's a 13, so I think neither of us.
Alright.
Yeah. 13.
You take 50 points of damage. Who's in front?
Jeez Louise.
Yin takes
Okay.
50 points. Semi, you take 30.
You have to roll separately for each of the people, I believe. Because you don't have that, unless you took that technique.
I just did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 50
No,
and
no,
30.
no, I mean for the like to hit.
Oh, really? Is that okay?
Let me
I think
check.
that's-
Let me check.
I,
Line.
yeah, I don't think that's how it's been before.
This is why I don't like that character.
It's gonna ding, 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 ding.
Some
Oh my
of
God.
us came into this battle with butter knives, and some of us came with a chainsaw.
There is so much line referenced in this document.
It's true.
Why did I take the matter hose? I should have went with the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher wasn't cruel.
There we go. Line. Target experience beyond the target are hit provided they can be seen. The initial roll was high enough to reach their fate. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Roll damage on each.
Yep. Yep, 50 and 30.
Alright, so 30, and this doesn't round up, right?
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I have an 18 endure, which means I only take one wound, I believe.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm. God damn it! Get down. I'm move him one hex, please.
2
Or
wounds.
move him up.
Sam took the bullet for you.
I'm taking the bullet for. Please move yourself up one hex.
She basically grabbed you and shoved you
Okay.
behind her.
I'm shoving
You've
you down.
got,
to,
you've got the get down, Mr. President thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going down. How many wounds would you have taken?
2.
I will take 4 wounds from that attack.
Sam, why?
This is my job.
Layla's going to yell, "You're supposed to be the bad guy. Stop saving people." And she's going to do a second normal attack against Sam.
Basically, I'm gonna see the laser beam charging up, and I see the hyena not realize what's about to happen. I'm gonna grab you, funnel you behind you, shield you with my body, and I take the whole brunt of that damage and then some. That's what I just did. That's what
Her-
get down is.
Heroically done.
13 doesn't hit you, I believe, Sam.
No, it does not hit me.
Actually,
Don't get used to that, Captain.
I don't think that you can actually see her anymore, Ellie. The first shot goes through terrain,
Oh,
but
see that shot.
yeah, she built barriers here, so that whole area.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about those barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I can't shoot her at all, so I will just do a second move. Layla is going to move over here and duck down behind here.
I built for more wounds, so I was my character's supposed to be a body. Remember that link I showed you of the hitman's bodyguard? I wasn't joking. That's my character.
Okay. We have Puff Dog. Puff Dog, you are actually in the system because I said that we took a little time to get through there, so you're at level 3 right now.
Okay, do I have a pretty good idea of where they are in the other room?
Yeah. So there is one turret in there that you don't turretly have control over, but you
Turretly?
know roughly their positions. Yeah.
Do I need line of sight to take access to that turret? More or
I
less?
actually don't think you do.
It
I think
seems
you're aware of it, so you're probably just
Yeah.
tracking down the IP address or something crazy.
Yeah.
It seems a little scary high tech to be able to access it from a different room entirely.
Let's see here. Limited field hack.
Well, I mean,
Immediate
if
areas
it's-
such as camera systems. You probably. Oh, you're able to draw line of sight. You got to be able to go see it.
Okay.
So
In that case,
There's cover.
yeah, I'm gonna run under a table. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2. Move. Do I still have an attack action?
yeah, you can take one.
Okay. then I
Actually,
will-
you'll have to you'll use the field hacks as a support action, so you will
Okay.
gain control of it.
Okay, so I'll catch up with that next round then.
No, I mean you can use that action. You just won't be able to attack this round.
Okay, so I'll use field hacks to
Yeah.
take over the thing.
All right.
deal
So
with
you,
it.
you grab it. The turret in the back lights up.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Sounds good. Do I need to roll or do I just deal with this next round?
You're already at currently hack 3, so you're fine.
Okay, then
You just have
I'm
control
done.
over it. All right. Bird is the word. We're gonna go with which bird are you? That bird is dead. Pull that out of there. This bird over here. This bird is pulls back, yells grenade, and I'm going to put
Granada.
it. Which one do I want to go for? I'm gonna go for, yeah, right there seems good. Oh no, better. Okay, right there. Yells grenade, checks for it. What is the distance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, that'll be difficulty 2, I believe. Let's roll. 2d8 plus athletics, which is 3. Checks it, gets it, lands right there. He checks grenade, there's a beep beep, and then the whole room feels like it just kind of yanks inward.
Ooh.
Runs d8 slash roll d8. We'll go at 5 hexes, that'll affect everybody. All characters within radius must make an endure save with difficulty equal to the pull range. So endure save, difficulty equal to 8. Anybody who does not pass gets yanked toward the center.
All right. How does that work?
So it's just endure save, plus 8. 2d8 plus 8 under your endure.
2d8 plus 8 under my endure. Well, hopefully I don't roll bad. I'm under my endure.
I am not.
Does that pull him too?
Was it 8 out? How far was it? It was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, conceivably.
Actually, both of them are within 8.
Yeah, so
I'm
he's
just-
going to brace for it. 2d8 plus 8. He's okay. The other guy is also okay. Did we get a roll
Am I in
from... What's that?
Am I in this?
Everybody's in
class?
it.
Okay.
All of us.
Actually, Ashtar's too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Ashtar's too
Ashtar's
far away.
okay.
Everybody else is in it.
So we still need Alphonse, Fox, and
Corbu.
Hyena.
2d8 plus 8. Trying to get under your endure score.
Dodges it.
You're gonna go for a ride.
Not even close.
No.
So all of you who failed, you basically get as close to this hex as you can without being in it. So all in the adjacent hexes. Just get yanked right toward it.
Like so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that at all.
Bye,
That's a big-
guys.
That's a big number.
Rookies.
Choose all loose objects, including areas until minus 8 master are then pulled to the hexes. All characters are locked in combat, disengaged. Okay. So it checks it, is going to then support action to switch grenades, then checks another
No.
one. Grenade!
No. What's this one?
Let's roll. I'm trying out
The hot spot, isn't it?
fun ones. Actually, no, he used that up. So we're
Oh.
doing a bone rattle, which I haven't really used before.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that's
no, no,
scary.
no, 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 no.
Actually, I think the hotspot in this situation would have been more devastating, but this is still fun because I haven't
No,
really
this
done
is
it.
leading to a fun wombo. Wombo.
No, because she's gonna hit next.
2d8. Slash
I'm just
roll.
hoping he doesn't decide to hit teacher with this one. 'Cause I actually have a decent
Oh,
endure.
misses. So it'll scatter.
Oh no. Where's
Slash,
it going?
slash roll d6. 1 is going upward. Slash roll.
Is it only
3.
gonna hit the puppet?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's just in my lap now.
Ends up over here. So
Oh,
it's
geez.
most unfortunate. It was a pretty good setup, but it's only going to hit one person. So there's a big puff of kind of noxious gas that comes out of this, and a electrical charge goes through it. And the fur stands on end for the other two of you, but for Corbu in the back, there is a kind of sickening sensation of your body being rattled, and your endure decreases by 5.
Ooh, it was low to begin with. Okay.
And this persists. It's not the cloud stays there.
So that basically that little flower area.
Yeah,
Is-
this is currently
is-
cursed.
How long does the endure affect me?
For 1 round.
Okay.
And if you stay in there, probably will reapply.
Actually, it only applies while you're in the hex. So if you move, it'll go away.
Okay.
Nice.
Sadly, it missed. All right, that's it. That's all his extraneous equipment. Kissed, you're up.
Now. I don't want her to get a shot on you guys. I don't know how to stop it.
Oh wait a minute, you were yanked as well. I read this wrong.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. All characters of total mass 8 or lower are pulled in. If you fail to check, you're prone. But you're pulled regardless.
But I made the check.
Yes, the check means that you're not prone. You're pulled in regardless.
Okay, so I would have been right here.
Yeah, the pull is automatic. So these guys are actually yanked in as well.
Okay.
Which kind of changes
Oh.
the second action here. So,
Yeah.
because I have that wrong. So, okay, so you're safe on that one. He got pulled in. They passed their checks. He's going to actually spend his action switching to a melee weapon.
Oh, that scrum just got nasty.
All right. Well.
All right, now it's your turn.
Gun fu!
Is the one guy on top of the table, or is he just on the other side of the table up against it now?
He's up against it on the other side. Where's Miko with spin when you need it?
Alright, well, matter hose time.
What?
I'm going to, I still have the matter hose equipped,
fair
and
enough.
this is going to the ceiling.
Okay.
Those 2 hexes to the ceiling. I'm blocking them in. See, I'll do that, cause, and that takes all 4 for that, so
Okay.
that's, like, I've used it this many times, I still have more uses. So I've got them like that. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Actually, no, I'll do another matter hose first, because the guy next to me doesn't have a melee weapon out. 3. Can I do the top of the table, right here?
Yeah, I think you can do that.
All right, doing that, and then I'm
How many
going to
uses of
1,
this?
2,
I think you might be running out of it. I gotta check. It's really-
I'm counting it down.
Okay.
I'm running out. I've used it 7 times. I have 3 left.
All right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gonna stop here as my movement, and I'm basically looking at my student across the way.
Wave!
Wave. I'm gonna go. Your teammates have done us stupid. It's my turn.
More people to save!
All right, Ashtar, you're up. Everybody got yanked into a pretty tight quarters over there. It could end badly. You don't know.
I am sneaky ghosting around.
Okay.
Since I'm crossing cover, that will spark an attempt there.
Yeah, you don't actually re-roll the snake. It goes off your same one until it's discovered.
2. 15.
15. So what was your earlier one? Because you didn't have to re-roll it. It goes off your.
Oh, okay. Earlier one was 17.
17. Okay,
Okay,
so not
oh, I
noticed.
see.
All right. So you get close. When you get close to this guy, he's entitled to a check to see you. Let's roll. Two. He does not.
I will say I'm loving the matter hose. It definitely has some fun to it.
Okay, then we have a two-handed Nerf bat to the back of the head.
Okay.
Two-handed Nerf bat. I love it.
All right. It
Ooh.
hits, and it is automatic exploit. So
Okay.
he takes a wound.
They might realize that they were attacked though
Ooh.
after that.
Pretty good. Do you have enough to reroll the 12? Have enough to reroll the 1 rather?
Yes, I do. Close quarters combat is also booned,
Okay,
so I
so you
will
just did
just
1.
roll that one directly.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Shit.
That'll do.
Nice.
That'll do a lot. All right.
That's what 30 total.
30,
Yeah.
32.
32.
Plus the
33.
automatic wound. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
33.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so he had 16, which is 20, 32. Yeah, so 2 wounds from that plus the other one. So you hit him pretty hard.
Oh my gosh.
He
that
is
poor guy.
he's definitely not happy
I'm
with
glad
that.
I can't see this. I have a wall. It's preventing me from seeing what just happened to my dumb student.
All right, you gonna go for a
You
second
thought you
attack?
could fly away.
Think I
Found
can.
you.
Oh, yeah, you can attack again.
You can. Yeah.
No, I took 2 moves to get up there.
Oh,
And then
Oh,
the
okay.
attack.
all right.
Oh, I thought that was
Oh.
one move. I was
That
like,
would have
oh,
been
that was
that would have been funny though.
probably would have been the end of him.
Good guy swap. Need to take that initiative slot, 3.
Okay.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah, so
no.
later, ignoring terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yada yada, shining star, and there's a charge, and then an extra charge as I'm
You
using
are
my
Stop.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Now, hold on. You're not in the market for one of those cute little animals that explains things.
No, I do not want to make a deal. Right. 13.
Okay.
Does that hit anybody?
Oh god, that hits somebody exactly in that line.
Yes, and the line is, of course,
Okay, so this is against
Yeah.
our evade, right?
Right.
Yeah. and no cover bonus.
Yeah, 13
100%
hits.
hits me.
Misses me.
You know, I'll re-roll that first d8.
Wait, hold on. What is shoot?
14
14.
What is AM?
a.m.
Ah, crud. Hold on.
I don't think AM's on the sheet normally.
It's a thing on. Like I said, I wasn't able to print it, and I made a terrible character sheet that is garbage.
I should have sent you mine.
I don't know what a.m. is.
Is it your armor?
Armor mass?
Armor mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this
Wait,
is
it's-
So who gets hit by 14s?
Does armor mass add to my mass?
Yes.
Oh,
So-
okay,
When
so,
you're wearing it.
so that's substantially higher than I thought it was.
Yeah, it
Uh,
makes your endure higher too. Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yes, it
Are
does.
we on-
Maybe.
Her move or the crow's
Yeah.
turn?
No,
it's her
it's
move,
her
but she
moves.
took his turn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
gotcha.
swap initiative slots. So.
so the free folk under the canteen sign. If 14 hits any of you,
Yes.
okay. This is for the first person. Roll the 8 to
I'm not close enough. I'm sorry, guys. I can't.
10. You will take. You will take 43 plus
Oh.
54 total.
Oh.
Alright. Then second person.
That's for Alphonse, I think, is the first in the row.
Okay.
Okay.
10. Alright, second person in a row. 70. Oh, plus 3. So 73.
73, because that 3 matters.
Ooh.
And was the last one hit?
On a 14.
I think only you didn't hit the second person. The micro didn't get hit with the 14, right?
Okay.
For mass.
Yeah, they missed me.
Yeah, okay, so
Yes,
the 70's on the hyena then.
The hyena. All right. So
Okay.
how many times? What? First of all, Alphonse, what's your endure?
12.
Okay. That's
So-
gonna hurt.
Was
It's
that a
actually, it's
54?
bound to be higher than that because I don't think you're incorporating your armor mass into it.
I'm doing 5 plus 4 for armor mass. Plus, I have a +1 from.
All right. So you should have a.
Wait, yeah, why was your
9 or-
endure 5 to begin with? Like, what's your mass score?
It's my base mass is 5.
Base mass is 5 for the base vector. It's 5.
Right, right. So
then-
his actual endure score shouldn't be 5.
No.
Because your base
His
endure
endure
would
score was
be.
12.
I was
so-
saying my base mass is 5
Oh,
plus
okay.
4.
All right.
Yeah.
So you should be 18 endure in that armor, and then you said you had something that increased or decreased it.
I got a +1 from advancement.
So you should have 19 endure.
Oh, okay.
So write that down. You
All
have
right.
19 endure.
I will. I
you also
became very
have-
confused trying to figure out. words.
You also have, as a result of that, an 11 evade, unless you have stuff that ups it. Because you-
I do have a +1 from advancement.
so you'd have 12 evade. just
Yeah,
so you-
that's what I had figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so was that 53 or 54 damage?
54.
Okay. Okay, so that did 2 wounds to me. And I already had 1 wound.
Yep. And then you should also, just so you know, because you have a base mass of, or actually no, you don't get the extra hit points. That's right. Never mind. So, ignore that. I was like thinking something else, but you have
Okay,
10,
how do
you have
I-
10 normally.
How did it do? 10 hit points?
You should have 10 wounds normally, unless you had anything
Okay.
upping it.
I do have +1 to that. So.
Yeah, so you have 11. All right. So and the hyena, what was her endure?
Endurance is 17.
Okay, so that still hurts.
Yep, it'll be
That's about right, considering you're in ship hide.
4 wounds.
4 wounds. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh my. Aren't you glad I took those wounds for you earlier?
Oh wait, you're wearing shift hide.
Yeah.
I think they are, yeah.
Oh, it's worse.
Okay, flashing red and game
Possibly
over.
falling
Yeah.
over.
Actually, it's only a
I-
single attack, so the shift tide's only going to do like 1 more, or like 5 extra damage on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, I have 4 wounds remaining at this. So
Okay,
at
so
this
you
point-
took 4. It just brought you down to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see a flash off to the side as one of your allies is dropped.
And-
Does metabolic backup do anything when you? go
Yes,
down?
because you haven't used that yet. It's simulated, but the system scans you and and sees that you have something that would incorporate it, and since it's military hardware. Metabolic back. You take an injury as normal, regain D3 wounds, remain conscious. So you don't take an injury because it's simulated, but as you go down, there is a surgical enhancement detected, and your score goes up by D3. Roll D3.
Okay.
So there's
Remember, badness never pays, and she's going to use her final action to move back down.
Woohoo.
She hides again. Okay, so you are knocked over momentarily, but you feel the tension in the armor release a little bit as you are restored to health.
I'm going to growl over my shoulder. I trained her to use line attacks.
Good.
Spread out.
Well, it's not their fault they chucked the compression grenade in there. Which, by the way, compression grenade, pretty cool.
I'm a trainer, and I'm going to say surly obvious things.
It's their fault that this happened.
Yep.
Spacing, guys.
Right. The one that just got pulled over here is going to drop the handgun that they were carrying and pull out a. No, I don't think they had that because they already lost their permanent weapon. This is the 10 guy. No, he just has the handgun. What is he going to go for? He thinks the hyena is down. He's going to go
Tengai
for.
it's actually going on my turn, remember?
Reasonable.
Oh right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your turn. So 8 guys going,
Yeah.
which is the guy that's over here having a fight with Ashtar. He is going to try to get some distance between them because he doesn't have a melee weapon. So he is going to flee. Ashtar, you get a swing.
Oh, this is fun.
Hit him! Hit him!
That'll hit.
Yeah! Ashtar!
You need to get just enough. On the way out, his vest flashes red as you strike him from behind and goes, God damn it, I could have
Take the knee.
No. He sits down and puts his hands over his head. Just needed to get over a 16. Alright. Wines, you are alive, having looked like you were dropped.
Okay, standing back up.
Oh no.
And
Your vest like briefly flashed red and then went okay again. Weep.
that was not good. I think
Blaze of glory.
Yeah, take a step forward and let's see if I at least take one guy down with me. And assault this little crow right next to me.
Okay.
All right.
That is the undamaged one. The one that was across from you was damaged, if you wanted to go for the lesser target.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna take him down.
I'm going for
Alright.
this one.
So difficulty is 2?
2. Yep.
2. Okay, so I'm 1 up. So 1d10.
What I loved is about Ali's attack was it basically goes right over the micro's head and hit everything.
In fairness, I'm only a midget.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not even a
But I
micro.
mean-
It's just small.
I was aiming a bit higher though.
He's only a mini, not a micro.
So I'm adding close quarters combat and also melee attack bonus.
Close quarters
maybe
combat
attack
and
goes
whatever
with
accuracy
damage.
scores on the weapon, which for the claws doesn't really have one.
Okay.
I just like that it went over his head.
What is melee attack bonus?
That's
for?
damage.
Damage bonus.
Yeah,
Damage. Got it.
that
Okay.
gets added to damage. That'll hit. Right on, actually. So exploit.
I'll take it.
Exploit, nice.
What does that mean?
It does an automatic wound.
Yeah, but you still get to roll damage, so you've got potential 2 wounds there.
So roll your damage, and then
Nice.
you're adding your melee attack bonus because that gets added to that.
Okay. The 4 is the melee attack bonus.
Okay, then you're set. So 19. He has a 16, so he takes a win from that, and he takes a win from the exploit. So he takes 2. You rake him pretty hard across the face.
All right.
All right, another attack.
Okay, I'll take that.
So
I
that's
guess
a hit.
That still
Yep,
hits.
Yep, that hits.
All right.
And that hurts. So he takes another one. He's tore up. Simulatedly tore up.
Okay, that's it for me for now, right?
Okay, and that
Okay.
was the end of a melee round for you, so we are going to drift you. / roll d6. You're going down the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is down below. / roll d3. 3. So you guys will both stumble over this table over here, boom, 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 until you hit the cover.
Okay.
That's a good thing I put some cover there. I don't want you guys trailing out in front of Ali.
Alphonse, you're up.
All right. Okay. I am. Let's see, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna pop right over here.
Okay.
Try my luck at shooting the boss.
Okay. I believe she's actually, because she hopped out of there. So Ali, are you ducking down or?
Yeah, I'm using basically that's why I do my move to get back in. I'm ducking down behind cover
Okay,
each
yeah.
time.
So there's no target over there. She's behind the bar.
Is it possible for me to just kind of take aim and take a shot if she pops out?
Not really.
Okay.
The way that it is, yeah.
Well, in that case, can I instead here and take a shot at this bird?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay. Sorry, I was going for maximum glory,
No, maximum glory is always great. I like it.
but it's
Throw
not
a grenade at me.
Throw a grenade at the bird.
I don't have one.
Don't do either of those things. Just shoot the
Always
bird.
have grenades. Great.
Well, I planned on being in the pilot seat mostly.
There's still time.
There is still time. Lap. That is so bad.
That is pretty bad. That is a miss.
Let's see. I can attack again though, yeah?
Yeah,
That's
That'll
not
hit.
as bad.
that hits.
Okay. Okay. Lat.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, pretty good. Does a wound.
That's pretty good.
And then try for the
Nice.
third action.
Sure.
I think they
what-
moved.
Oh no, wait, you moved. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right. So
Crow's turn.
Yeah, the
Alright.
crow gets to have that turn that was stolen from them.
Crow.
Not me.
Crow.
Is in melee.
Crow 10 in melee. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he will swing. Or no, he's got the gun, so he will attempt to shoot at you. His shot is complicated because it's in melee.
And I believe they get an attack back.
Yep, and you get to swing back at him.
Okay.
Shoot him. Actually, I don't know which way I want this to go. Hit him.
I miss.
Shoot her. That's the way I want it to go.
Let's see, what was my target?
You need to get a 12.
I got
Yep,
a 12.
You did.
Exploit.
Yep, exploit. Okay, so roll damage.
That's not okay.
Oh no, do you have anything that can bump it up?
Bump up the damage.
Yeah, do you have a readiness left over?
No, they're all used up.
Oh, okay. So you don't quite hit the cusp on it. They will go for another attack. 15.
That's against evade.
Yep.
That'll hit.
Okay. Because it is a point blank bullet, it actually does exploit automatically, so you'll take a wound from it.
Okay.
You go ahead and swing back.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so they will drop. Their bullet only does 12 after the exploit, which I don't think is enough to wound you. So you take one from the exploit, but you slap them back and their system beeps.
Beep beep beep.
Works for me.
I like it.
Okay.
Little puppy get to safety.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Little puppy
Hacker
go.
puppy, you have control of that turret over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the cover that Pretty Princess has from the turret?
She's
You can probably
basically,
see me.
yeah, you can see her pretty well.
Okay,
She's sitting in a corner there, and you're up on the wall. So
over the intercom. So badness never pays, huh? The turret
No!
twists towards her and fires at point blank range.
it's one hex
Repeatedly.
beyond point blank, but go ahead and fire.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So that's mind plus. Wait, what's the difficulty? 2 standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the weapon is +1.
Don't worry. In a moment, she's gonna wave her stick of smiting and yell, "Heroes never die." And we're all gonna be unhappy.
Oh man, if only.
8 plus D10 plus. I guess I don't have a ranged combat skill, so
Nada.
You don't?
okay.
I thought you did.
No, I don't. I think
Okay.
I might have rolled ranged attack bonus by mistake.
All right.
Okay, but +1 for the gun.
Mhm.
Yay! That's
Okay.
fail.
Almost got me.
Reroll that 3. No, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
no,
I
it
would
I
just
wouldn't.
do
I
the
wouldn't do
attack
it.
and do
Yeah,
second
just
attack.
attack again.
Yeah.
See if you do better. Because she's got a really high evade from what we were saying.
Yeah, just so you guys know, you got to hit a 17. So you know if he rerolls.
Ugh.
It's gonna be hard.
No, I got a plan. I just need to get over there.
Nope.
Again.
But you could try rerolling that 8.
I don't think there's a point.
I don't
No,
think they'll get high
no,
enough.
it
They'll
wouldn't.
nowhere near high enough. That'd be 16 at the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll back out of the room a little bit.
Okay.
Go find someplace safe to be, little pupper.
I mean, you have control over it now. You can kind of go over in the corner
Yeah.
and be a hacker. So
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay.
Oh.
Number 3 over here is going to try to take a shot on you on your way out because they want to try to get you. Roll. $12. I assume is a miss.
Yeah.
They are going to do a similar one against the fox in front. 15. You have +2 cover there
Oh,
on Alphonse.
that's if I have +2, then that's 14.
Okay, so they hit. Roll 6, 4, 10. Bounces off the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bounces.
All right, they will try for another attack.
Awesome. Ender.
2d10 -6. They make it.
Oh no. That's not
They will
okay.
try for fox again.
Oh, they're not gonna spread the love around.
Okay, it's a hit and 13. So 13 on top of the 10, 23.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, so that'll cause a wound.
All right.
And that'll bring us to the top of the round, and we'll stop because everybody's getting late. Sorry about that. Just wanted to get into the final room here so that we can actually do the story part for the next session.
All right.
All right, there we go. All right, so most of the crows are gone. You're down to boss and one final guy here who's holding on for dear life that you've surrounded.
He's not gonna do.
That's
very
it. It's looking pretty good in your favor right now, but
We lost our hyena though.
the final foe remains.
well. Hyena's still up.
Hyena's still up with 1 wound.
Oh, okay.
And Hyena can recover 1 wound if they take a mend action on their turn.
Yeah, you can.
Fine.
There's actually healing
Okay.
things that you can do too. So
I do have some patch kits.
you
Yeah,
wouldn't
don't
be able to
actually
use
have
them in the
use them,
combat.
you can
Yeah.
just- there's actually
wait.
a thing.
Damage control
Yeah.
action.
Damage control.
Damage
yeah.
control is a support action, so you can flee out of there and heal yourself if you want to.
However, you can only heal yourself up to half your total cap
Yeah.
using that.
But you could, in theory, if you had if you started at 10, you could heal 5 total hit points every action, taking just a damage control for support. So you could get a couple wounds back and then get back into the fight. So that's not a bad way to do it.
Sure.
I will say probably, just to give clarity for what my thinking is, next turn I was going to basically rush over there, grapple onto Allie because I know her.
Don't
and she knows
tell her.
me. We are both light characters, and one of us is going to the other. And if I don't let go of the grapple, she can't go running across the room.
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out
I'm gonna say the other
for
person
next
with the
time.
grapple. Same idea.
Yes, come to me.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
We're gonna
sure.
pass-
No problem. Hopefully it was a good time. I know combat's always kind of
Yeah.
confusing, especially when we leap into it, but I mean, hopefully it's made sense.
No, picked
Also-
a lot faster than last time.
Yeah,
I apologize for how many values I have that were not correct.
that's all right. Well, maybe we can look at it before next time. We'll do at the same time next week. This is the only combat that's actually planned for this particular test. The rest of it will be story, but I wanted to see how we do. So like it's got a lot of motion in it, which is cool, and a lot of nifty gizmos, which is also kind of fun. So
And
Also-
don't worry, I've only got a few more of those ultra shots.
you probably have
That
a
is-
few fewer of them in the future. But, yeah.
FTT armor is like the scariest thing. I'm not appreciative of the fact that we're against a set of
It's the fact I've got the internal reactor paired up with it. That's
Yeah,
the,
that's
that's
just
the nasty
basically.
bit.
So she has an internal like power reactor that's feeding into the weapon that has a once per combat attack like that, so that she can then continue to feed it power to do it a few more times. So it's pretty
No.
rough.
No fair.
Yeah.
Catch up with y'all soon.
All right.
Alright, well, that was fun. Thanks,
Get some
guys.
sleep.
Ta-ta.
Good playing with
My
you. Have a good
sister's
one.
here. I'm gonna hug my sister.
Hi.
Fast
shit,
and sneaky is interesting.
It is.
Yeah, I my other character in our other game is a full sneak build, and it is incredibly
Yeah,
fun.
I
So
was
you didn't get
loving
the
Ashtar,
the
that
opportunity
was
to use it. So Ashtar, the benefit of the sneak is normally that you just get exploit on the attack and they count as prone, which is cool. That's pretty much a guaranteed wound. But if you open the combat with a sneak attack, it's pretty devastating. It's like 5 wounds plus d6.
Yeah, I saw that right up.
it's a
We did kind of jump in.
it's
Yeah.
a big nuke. You can't do it once the fight's already started, but if that's your opener, it's pretty rough.
I also really like having the tools. Getting to play with some tools in combat is actually more fun because we've mostly been just doing weapons. So getting to play with the grapple belt and getting to play with the matter hose is actually really fun.
Yeah, I
Those
think
grenades are
Sam's
really annoying.
decided she likes the matter hose all of a sudden.
Matter hose is
I-
hilarious.
To be fair, the matter hose wasn't in when I had
No,
the
it
option
wasn't.
to buy
It's
it.
new. But
Yeah.
I'm really a big fan of the compression grenade, seeing as how it yanked everybody into one
No,
spot.
I actually really like the compression grenade too. I was actually debating when we were setting up to build. I was going, I might want to get a couple repulsion grenades, and then I was like, but if there's anybody in the group that's making melee characters, I don't want to annoy them by throwing people away or pulling them out. And then I was like, eh. God, that's mean. God, that's mean. Oh, that was fun though.